burning away his burning away. And welcome, adventurers, from this plane and beyond to Camaraderie and Shenanigans. We're so happy to have you here. We, unfortunately, are still missing Lauren. She's still not feeling very well, so excellent. Great push. So we're hoping she'll be back potentially in the next episode. We shall see. In the next episode. I don't believe we have any announcements, though. So, with that being said...
Are you for real right now?
Well, there we go.
And Shenanigans!
Sit back, relax, grab a snack, and get ready for Camaraderie and Shenanigans!
Definitely. It catches.
We'll add it in post.
Yeah. Make it a little louder.
Mm-hmm.
Previously, on our group's adventure, we find ourselves hopping backward into a bit of a memory as we follow Nesta, finally reuniting with her mentor and teacher at the Temple of the Prismatic Knight, revealing everything that she had learned and seen on her travels. And while she technically, to a certain degree, failed.
It was rigged.
It was rigged.
It's rigged.
I rigged it.
Those voting machines.
It's not over.
All right.
It's not over. But returning before finishing your quest was not supposed to be allowed. You had a day of punishments ahead of you, which was just cleaning.
Horrible cleaning.
It's just not fun cleaning. But you were released into the evening, eventually meeting up with the party as they wrapped up a bout of shopping. Heading back into the tavern, Kylas and Nesta proceeded to have a drunken evening of unknown depths and danger.
All right.
Potentially.
I forgot.
Winding up in the nicer part of town, while Rangwin, who followed closely behind, found herself vomiting into the lake in the lower parts of town.
Crumply dipster.
Missing his shirt, but the majority of his items on Nessa's belongings. You guys regrouped, grabbed some crepes, grabbed some clothes. Crepes and clothes.
Crepes and clothes.
Which I had to write down.
It's a hell of a business model.
It's a hell of a business model. It's like when you go to the gas station. It's the KFC over here and the Subway over here.
It's the GAFC.
The KFC. Happy Pride.
Gay. We're just letting nothing slide for Dominic tonight. We're just like...
I'm being perfectly pleasant. Don't rope me in with your bullshit.
Now that the cameras are on.
What?
Paul's suddenly a good person.
Well, fuck you all then. Anyways.
You all eventually met up inside the tavern in the mornings with the professor kind of perusing a paper that had previously been published. Hearing a little bit about the upcoming events that are happening in town, hearing about the Crimson Cog making their way to fight off the Vorpal Finns. Connecting with each other, you all proceeded to the Beacon Point Lighthouse. After a brief encounter with Zeeg that seemed strange, a little off-putting, his behavior erratic and unusual, also seemed to follow you for a short while. Eventually, he departed, and choosing not to pursue that path, you continued to the lighthouse, meeting up with the crew of the Snowbreaker. Catching up with Cable and checking in and asking to follow through on a conversation that had happened some time ago in the past. Fulfilling finally what Cable had initially set out to do with his original Thunder Engine, which was fix Vicky. He agreed, excited about the prospect, and I believe there was conversation chatting with Jeffrey about potentially maybe a trade happening somewhere along the line in exchange for that arcane core being left on the ship. Some sort of payment.
I had left, but my intention was to speak to Cable about it and give it to Cable.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you're aware.
And other people chatted as well.
Okay.
Essentially, Cable stated he doesn't mind one way or the other. You guys can, but that the captain's currently in town. And I believe we ended with you all officially making it to the temple, dropping off Vicky, leaving Cable behind, and her procedure was underway.
And we were probably, I think, heading to the docks.
You guys were on your way back to True Lake Town. It is around 1 o'clock in the afternoon at this point. The day is yours. Who are you looking for?
So we're all together?
You were all together.
Mucky!
Yes, we're looking for this Mookie fellow, is it? Or...
Mookie
R2D2.
and R2D2?
Yes, and his service droid.
Oh dear.
That was good. Who the hell is Mookie? Have we talked about this yet?
Oh, right, I was the one who found the information on this job. Fuck.
So...
I will.
What's he look like?
I will lead everyone to where to find Mookie with my keen mind.
Yeah.
We're kind of looking over Kailos, so he does know where to go. Cool. This is fun.
Starting to
Yes,
go
well,
seem
if
that
you
way.
follow me, we'll head down towards the docks and take a right and then on around this way.
And as we pan away, we eventually come back into a moment. Mookie is at the dock area, signing off on certain papers, conversing with certain deckhands who are running about, and there seems to be a lot of chaos, a bit of panic. You actually recall, as you were leaving the temple, there was a bit of a hubbub going on that members of the Crimson Cog had returned from fighting the Vorpalfins, and only half of them returned unsuccessful.
Oh. So as we're coming into the area and we're approaching Mookie, at the same pace as I was talking before, and 15 steps northward, and here we are.
That was incredibly thorough.
He literally didn't move from exactly where you said.
It's pretty impressive, right?
I can't believe he talked the entire time we walked down here.
You really couldn't believe that.
Well, it's
I mean, I
just,
could believe that, but
just a matter of well-educated
Is that
guesses
Mookie right
and-
there, or?
Yes, it
Let's
is.
go ahead and introduce us.
Absolutely. Greetings, Mookie.
Oh, hey.
We spoke the other day about us helping with your Vorpalfin problem.
It is a bit of a tongue twister, ain't it?
Slightly. Well, here are my friends and I, and we are here to slay your troubles away.
All right.
So where are they? How do we get that to them?
Presently, they're way out in the east. I mean, they're swimming throughout the water, so in terms of where their home is, I don't entirely know. We're also not heading out there. They'll tear up boats that get too close.
Oh, dang.
They're sharp. Those fins are like blades.
Question, I've been hearing, talk of Crimmins and Cog's attempts. Perhaps there's anything we can glean from their failures?
I mean, if you want to talk with their leader, Glenn's right over there. As you turn and look, you see an individual garbed in bits of chains and leathers, browns and reds in terms of coloration and note. You see a massive shield on their left arm with the symbol and shape of a ram across it. On his side, he seems to be carrying a sword. Reddish, kind of reddish brown hair, and is currently bandaging someone's hand right now.
As we're walking up, I kind of like lean over to Kailos. I'm like, I might want to kill him for that shield. Nah.
oh, you think you should?
I know you would say. I knew you would say that.
You thought it. Don't look at me. You're the one with murderous thoughts over here. I'm just supporting them.
Yeah, I guess I'll head over. Walking up. Pardon me, Glenn, I presume?
Your name's Glenn?
Yes. Who are you all?
Pardon my friend here. My name is Professor Philson Olivier. We have come seeking to aid in this Vorpalfin business.
I'm sorry, but we're in a fantasy setting, and your name's Glenn.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Never mind. Continue. Sorry. That's just...
Maybe it's short for like Glentasia.
Is it?
No.
Anyways, continue, Professor.
Is it short for anything?
No.
It's just
If
Glenn?
anything, it's longer. I have two
Really?
N's in my name.
You stop.
That seems redundant.
Quiet.
We were hoping to gain some information.
Yeah, you guys are off to a great start right now. Gotta say. I don't know. If you're done wasting my time, I have my men to tend to. So fuck off. And he goes back to his ally.
Listen, Glenn. I don't know who you think you are, but I am Nesta Claiborne.
I don't give a shit. And he keeps working.
No wonder why
That didn't go
everyone
how I
hates the
thought it
Crimson Dogs.
Do you see the stuff I'm wearing? I'm from the temple.
I mean, I guess half of them are not back. It makes sense that he's in a bad mood.
Look, we want to
Leave
stop
it
this from
busy.
happening again. Do you have any advice that you could give us?
Roll a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Well, that's not one.
So
What if you got a double net one? I think they cancel each other out.
No.
He shoulders one of his men and picks him up and leaves.
Well,
Not acknowledging, doesn't look at you, walks away.
Wolfgang Kylus, what the fuck?
what did I do?
What do you mean, what did you do? Antagonizing someone over his name after he just lost half of his men?
Yeah, that was pretty insensitive.
In their defense, theater of the mind is tough sometimes.
There is no defense. Stop this.
well,
Well,
maybe we could ask one of the wounded.
I think this is a lost cause. Let's just get on with this.
What if we all leave for a second and let Nesta try without us?
I
around?
don't think they cared at all that you were from the temple.
No, they didn't seem to.
sure didn't seem that
But
way.
if you try a new approach, I mean, you can
He might have
be
been the one you
persuasive.
fought the other night.
Let's go.
How about you go talk to him? He seemed to be less pissed at you than the rest of us.
Well, I'm fairly afraid that I'm guilty by association at this point.
You could apologize for your idiot friends.
I already tried to.
You could do it again.
I don't believe.
Or
he
we just
won.
try this and...
DM, are they all in one centralized location or are they fairly spread out? Like, was
Roll a perception check.
I know what could help.
Dirty 20.
You were given
Dirty
some
20.
vouchers for healing.
Was I?
Yes, you said so.
Did I say so?
You did
Oh,
try
yeah,
to
yeah.
sell them in the
Oh, right,
store,
right, right.
so
Okay. Yes, I do have that.
Well, perhaps if they're so meaningless to you that you were trying to sell them, that you could do something
I
for the
was
greater
trying
good.
to sell them for armor so I could kill these fish with all of you.
Well, perhaps you could do something for the greater good.
It's the greater good. These guys kind of seem like assholes, if I'm being quite honest.
I'd be pissed too if all of you died and I came back by myself.
Seems like underpreparing to me, and I don't think they'd appreciate any competition in town.
Why don't we go broach this subject and see what happens? Maybe we can try a softer approach. Who knows? Maybe we can apologize.
You don't even have to do it. Just give one to me and I'll give it to him and then be on our way.
I only have one. And by the way, if we make it back to the city, this is the only way Nesta could revive one of us.
I don't need a voucher. I can heal you.
To practice magic in the city, you do need a voucher.
Yes, but as a member of the temple, I don't.
for healing the populace, you need vouchers.
I thought that being in the temple gave me.
You're a licensed caster. Healing's necromancy, though. That's still off limits.
Oh. Well, shit.
I mean, we could close a door and no one's around and she heals us. What's the difference? Right? Because of their draconian rules, we can't save each other's lives? Seems like bullshit to me.
I'm just saying, I'd rather
I've
use it
deemed
for
this a
us.
lost cause and I'm walking away.
All right, I'll follow
What
him.
about with that 20?
With that 20, you do notice that as he was leaving, he was meeting up with two other individuals who seemed to be in a little better straits than the individual that Glenn had been patching up.
Okay, but well, do you think I'm trying to gauge size? The conversation that we fucked up with Glenn. Do you think that was audible to literally every single member of the Crimson Cog?
Yeah.
Cool. Theater of the mind is hard.
Glenn's reaction was big enough to warrant a what's up with our leader right now.
Nesta, I mean, choice is yours, but I do think that you are, usually the most well-liked of our group. No offense, but, I mean, with you two together, it kind of ruins your...
I'm kind of with the professor on this one.
I'm pretty well liked sometimes.
Okay.
Not really.
Well, then, if we're not trying to get any more information, what are we doing? Are we just diving in, or what?
I mean, I'm literally walking towards the water.
Okay. So do we have a plan, or we're just gonna...
I think we're just gonna swim around and be chum.
The fuck is chum?
So you throw in the water to bring the fish.
Sure. Okay.
I'm looking
None
to
of you
see if
been
there's
there,
a
like-
boat or anything that
No.
can point me with anyone that can point me in the right direction of where these vorpal fins seem to be concentrated.
Mookie does catch up with you.
Yeah.
Kind of watching that whole thing. Just like, if you're going to be taking it on, I can let you guys borrow a boat. You're going to want to be sailing off to the east side.
All right.
Sounds great, Mookie. I don't know if you can tell, but we haven't had a fight in a while, so...
I don't feel like most people fight all the time, so...
You'd be surprised.
I got into a
with
fight
us.
yesterday.
I try to avoid fights if I can.
Actually, now that I mentioned it, I think I drunkenly got in a fight last night. I don't remember it, though.
It's all right.
Well, it sounds like y'all aren't most people, so I guess that there's that.
How do we attract these fish?
I don't know. I'm not a specialist on vorpal fins. We don't catch vorpal fins. They'll cut right through any lines or nets that we try to throw on them. They're not exactly a fish that you hunt. You steer clear from them.
So what encounters have you had with them?
Well, they started appearing maybe 6 or 7 days ago, and in swarms. Normally a vorpal fin is on its own, hunts and does its own thing. Normally they're pretty docile, except for just, catching food, basic survival. But they started going after the fish that we had, cutting right through our nets, catching everything we had, and, they steer clear from people. Not to mention, they're a salt ocean fish
Yeah.
on a lake.
So,
Very. So
if
it's
one...
part of the reason why I don't know a terrible amount of them.
Yeah. If one trained city guard had to fight one vorpal fin, do you think they'd stand a chance?
In the water, no.
Okay.
Unless you're able to get it out of the water, I mean, you can just let it suffocate.
How big are they?
About the size of an average dog.
I can kill a dog.
Excuse me.
I mean, sorry, something
Oh, okay.
dog-sized.
You could, big fella.
Ruland, it may behoove us when we encounter these things, if you can try and identify any magic that's on them. Perhaps there's something causing them to go into air. I mean, that goes against all natural...
Yeah.
6 or 7 days ago this started?
Roughly, yeah.
And Nesta, I don't think you were at the shop with us, but I had to sell my Speak with Animals scroll in order to help get some of the armor that we needed. You still have yours, right?
Let me check my
Yeah, I do.
inventory.
I do.
So maybe if you see one coming up, you could try to gain some knowledge that way.
I guess.
Oh, that is a right good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could talk
How
to
long
fish.
does that last?
Good question.
About an hour, right?
Yeah, I think it lasts an hour.
Okay, so if we have a general plan of, we try to find one on the outskirts, right? One that's not with a huge
We do
horde
believe
or
he said
swarm.
swarm.
Yeah, but try to. I'm assuming that as we get closer to the issue, it'll get more dense. I mean, that's usually how swarms work, right? They protect some kind of central home, unless they're homeless. But I'm wondering if there's some kind of pulse in the water or something that originates this madness in them.
Is this lake even remotely close to any sort of ocean?
Not by quite a couple miles. You'd be sailing for at least a day to get to the ocean.
A day.
At least. It's if the wind's fair for you, which usually they don't. Heading
How are
off to the ocean.
ocean-dwelling creatures in this
So unless
lake?
there's some sort of underground river, someone intentionally let these creatures in here.
Okay.
But for them to survive this long, 6 or 7 days,
There's
most salt-abiding creatures would die in this type of environment,
There's-
even with food.
certainly something not natural going on here.
Okay. So like you were saying, if we go out in a boat, try to get one into the boat, then I could try to identify it. And we could figure it out that way potentially, or maybe we go into the water, try to get a straggler separated somehow, and do some speak with the animals.
Perhaps Wolfgang and I can try and wrangle one out, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
But if they do start taking chunks out of the boat, we will need to fight back.
Yeah.
Or it'll be a long swim ahead of us.
Speaking of which, if we have 10 minutes, I can make us all breathe, okay?
We got 10 minutes.
I'll start casting water breathing, and I'll offer, Mookie, you want to breathe underwater for a day, buddy?
Well, yeah, I won't say no to that.
Okay.
I'm not going with you. But
No, I mean, just in case.
Yeah,
whatever.
absolutely. No, it works. It works with my job.
Anyone
I'll
else
take
that
it.
looks like they might be like a guard nearby or anything like that, or someone that's even just a fisherman that like, I have extra uses, might as well throw
There's
them
a
out.
couple extra people who are like,
That's
oh,
so funny.
sure, I will.
Great.
Go hop in. Yeah.
Dude,
I
I'm
lost
trying
my
to do
phone
some-
last week.
That's why you hit 10 people with it.
I had 10 people,
Yeah,
so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Mookie,
Well, and Ranguin.
and Ranguin,
Mhm.
and then 3 other like fisher dudes nearby.
Yeah, sure.
Um,
Yeah, they take it.
Trying to redeem our reputation a little bit for how much we just fucked up 2 minutes ago.
Did we fuck up?
How
though?
much they fucked up 2 minutes
All I
ago.
said was
I
two
want that to
ends
be
is
very
redundant.
clear.
We are one group. We're one
Fuck those
big
guys.
family.
I can't wait to kill that guy.
All right.
Why?
Because I want a shield.
So over the next 10 minutes, I'm going to be casting water breathing for the first time. out
Good
of my book.
justice.
All right.
Mhm.
What does that look like? What
This is a paladin without a god,
what sort of
sir.
effects does that look like on your allies?
Well, it's really interesting. It's the first time that I'm casting it, so it takes a little bit of extra deliberation, and these runes that I'm kind of throwing into the air, I'm kind of getting distracted and marveling at how they seem to splash and evaporate, and then congeal around the mouths and other facial orifices of.
oh my God, it's so exciting.
So many orifices.
It's just a good word.
Frogman's just like, wow, I'm really cool.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm just marveling as this all happens.
There's a mage hand off the side, just
Yeah. No, there's nothing there to do that with.
right, Kendall.
So smooth.
That's what
Okay.
I'm
Mage hand is just there, just confused.
doing. Yeah.
You guys don't feel any immediate change across yourselves, but
Do I have gills?
still got a neck.
You do not
Just
have
regular old
gills.
neck.
All right, cool.
When it's done, I minor illusion some gills on him.
You have gills? Oh no, you don't even feel gills. He's doing something at you, but you don't know what.
He's over there just
Bring the wizard. Oh my God, it's the freaking Gandalf video where he scares Sam right before he leaves, and he just looks at Sam and Sam's like, "What the fuck?"
I'll head to the boat, and when I get on the boat, I'm gonna throw up my hood of the manta ray.
The cloak kind of creates a bit of tension, and as you think about movement, whether you turn to the left or the right, the cloak does start to shift and adjust for you as well, just in case you were in the water. That thought is what is actively contributing towards the effects.
Seeing him, I'll do the same with my cloak of the manta ray.
Nice.
Double
So-
raves.
Similar sensation. It's like a consistent wind is placed underneath your cloak, giving it tension and form.
It's just a cloak of billowing.
So,
Yeah, pretty much.
as far as I know, I have the
Lied to you.
splint.
His
What
cloak is
are
taut.
you wearing armor now?
Yeah.
What are you wearing? The leather?
The leather, yeah.
What are you wearing? How are you swimming?
The stud leather.
Well, hot
Boo.
stuff. No, I have no armor on. I'm just
He's
a
naked
weak,
the day
pathetic
he
little
was
boy.
born.
I have a cloak that does occasionally spark off in some magical
So you
protection.
don't have a
glyphs.
swim speed?
Not currently, no. I do have the ability, and I'll tell you in character, I got this cool spell that I got from a spell scroll. I haven't cast this one yet either. It's called Alter Self, and I think I can give myself real gills and some webbed fingers and webbed toesies. But it only lasts for about an hour, so I'm going to wait to cast it until I see people coming.
That's really cool.
Yeah. I can cast it on you, maybe. No, probably not. I think
Alter
it's-
self.
Mhm. Alter himself.
So,
So maybe I'll just like grab onto your shoulders?
can Ranguin wear medium armor? Not a thing, right?
No,
medium
not
armor?
for rogues. Not usually for rogues.
She loses a lot of
It's
stuff.
not really my specialty.
You got a make it.
I'm gonna stand on the boat and throw my psychic blades.
All right.
But just know, I know you don't know how to swim, but you don't have to hold your breath. Just for today. Just for today.
Okay. I think out of instinctual habit, I'm still gonna try. But
Okay, let's go fight some fish.
Big yikes.
Feeling real weird about this.
Real big yikes. She's gonna
no,
puke.
This is for the big yikes.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. Get us into the big yikes.
that's right.
I'm sure you
It's in
can
my
just
notes,
enter
it's
without killing
canon.
fish.
Mookie kind of walks over and he's just like, I did talk with the council. They weren't able to get anything crazy big for you guys for doing this, but they said probably about 2,000 gold for it. For the group.
Well, we'll try to negotiate more.
And special consideration for potentially starting a guild if you wanted to.
Well, we did want that.
Since you're doing the work that,
We do want that.
That this other guild
Not
couldn't
exactly.
do.
The guild couldn't do.
I mean, I don't want to hit them while they're down,
Of
but
cour's.
Yeah.
they also
Leave
waited a
that to
very
us.
long time to do this, so.
Yes, Wolfgang already took care of that today.
I'll do it again if I get a chance.
I know you will.
Best of luck. Please come back.
Oh, we will.
intend to.
All right.
We'll be back. It'll be fine. We have this.
It's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's fine.
10 minutes later.
Just fire for some reason.
Why is the water on fire?
Look,
So,
just for-
who knows?
Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, who knows how to row a boat?
I don't.
It's got a
Assuming
sail.
this is a
It's got a singular mast
Who
with a
knows
sail
how
on
to
it.
sail a boat?
Who knows? That sounds even harder.
I can row a boat.
Yeah.
I've never sailed a boat.
It doesn't have like a full blown wheel for steering. It has essentially like
Rudder.
a rudder that you angle as need be, and then there's 2 pulleys on either side to manage said sail.
Drive home.
I've been
There
on,
are oars as well, in case like the sail were to break or get damaged. You guys could manually do this. It's a tight fit on this boat. It is a boat. It's not a ship.
I've been on plenty of boats in my expeditions.
Well, and being on a coastal town.
Yeah, so I've like to think I have the knowledge of how to operate a boat. Textbook knowledge.
Textbook knowledge in practice.
Hey, in practice I didn't know how to fight, but here we are.
Yeah, but mechanically you don't have proficiency in water vehicles,
He
so...
multi-classed into sailor.
Saying, can I use my intelligence for it?
Tactical assessment.
It depends on what we're trying to do.
There.
It all because you can't do intelligence if it's reaction speed. Like,
Obviously.
yeah. It all depends on the check. There's going to be multiple types of checks depending on scenarios. But the first one starts with tracking.
What were you saying, Kylas, before we start tracking?
Well, Mookie, just for clarification,
Right.
how many people were attacked while the cogs were waiting to take care of these fish?
What do you mean?
How many attacks?
Sent before that happened?
Yeah.
Between the time the cogs were given the job,
It was
and
about 3. Yeah.
Alright.
It was 3. They, initially, it was just first a fishing vessel.
fatalities.
No one was injured. The second one, yeah, someone died. Yeah. They were swimming out in a different part of town, so weren't expecting them to get that close, which is why this started to become a threat, and we had to bring all of our fishing a little closer in. We didn't want to risk anything, and that's when the call for the Crimson Cogs was officially placed. But
And then how long before they reacted to it?
today,
I know, but how long?
by that point it was 5 days.
It kind of seems like these fish are going to box your city in and make it a little hard for the city to survive off of its fishing.
Potentially, it's just hard to track them. We don't really know much about them, so to plan and prepare for where we should or should not be fishing is a little on the difficult side when you've never really dealt with a vorpal fin before.
That makes
Not to mention talk of a giant shark.
Right, a megalodon.
Yeah. Talk of one.
Speaking of
It's never
which-
been actually in the city, but someone reported it.
Tomorrow, in real life, is
Oh.
National Megalodon Day.
What?
Yeah.
Do the math.
you
figure out when
started,
we're
you
recording
started
this.
that in character,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
was like, wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, you're like, in real life. I was like, oh, okay.
Clemenza has some cool holidays.
All right. Let's track this. Who's good at tracking?
Fish?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
What would you look
Usually
at
survival.
for survival?
Normally, yeah.
You're the only wisdom you want in the group.
I could try. Fuck it. Not bad. 22.
22. Ooh, great.
Dirty.
Dirty
Filthy.
22. Filthy, dirty 22.
With enough, there's no pressure setting up this ship and getting it to sail easy enough to do. No checks are needed. Nessa, you find yourself at the front just observing the waters that you've grown up around for quite some time. You're familiar with these waters. You know what currents pull and push within this area. Before something floats by, a little piece of something in the water.
Oh no. It's not a finger, is it?
Roll a perception check.
Oh no.
It's a toe.
It's a toe.
They're putting it,
Woohoo!
Oh,
Paul
yeah.
Nine Toes.
Right, that's what I said.
Dirty 23.
Okay.
Dirty
It is a
23.
singular,
Natural 23.
it is a singular eyeball.
An eyeball.
Oh!
The human eyeball? Humanoid
Hard to-
eyeball?
It seems from a distance, it's hard to tell without getting it and examining.
Can I?
You rolled crazy high to notice a very tiny thing in a very large lake.
So gross. Seeing the eyeball, can I kind of gauge which direction it's floating from?
Yeah, you need to angle just a little bit further towards your left.
Okay, I would relay that information.
I'll mage hand the eyeball if you point it out to us.
I would, yeah. Nope.
I'll mage hand it into a little bucket or something.
As it floats closer over to you, there's like this stringy sliminess that is pouring off of it.
Is that the ocular nerve?
It's not something that's hanging there. It is actively dripping.
I think it's drool.
Oh, is that the eye of Vecna? I'm gonna put it in.
And I'll take that hand.
On my way to becoming a lich.
Can I
knew
roll
that's
a nature check on it?
You can roll any type of check you want to roll on it.
Roll a nature check on it.
Okay.
Roll acrobatics check on it.
Yeah.
Get that eye.
I'll roll a deception check on it.
That is a 17.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for, or just kind of like
Looking
what is
to
it
see-
about the eye that
Looking
you're...
to see what kind of creature could this eye have come from, and what's this slimy stuff on it?
Okay. I would... yeah, nature works. Looking it over, this seems to be humanoid. Brown eye before darkness started to take it over, essentially. This goo is weird, though, because it seems to consistently be pouring out of the eye.
Ugh.
And it's like getting all over your hands as you're kind of examining it.
Could
Again, I'm gonna mage hand it up so I'm not touching
Yeah,
it.
sure.
And just there's something very strange about this. It seems to almost just continuously excrete this stuff.
Oh, it breaks the laws of conservation of mass.
I'm not sure if we should have this on the boat.
What a
Nerd.
sentence.
I'm gonna mage hand it so that way it's floating over the edge
Mhm.
and like over the water.
Can I look at it, see how old it is? Investigation.
Sure. The age of a body part, that's more medicine.
Ugh, fine. 19.
19. In terms of like the degradation and deterioration of the eye, this was probably fairly recent.
Definitely a cog's eye. Fresh.
You can see if there's anything arcane in nature
I can see if
about
there's
this goop.
magic imbued into it. I can identify that at least.
Anything
I'll
really.
start 10 minutes of identify.
Make sure you get a taste of it.
Or
Don't put
The
that in
great
your
thing about the great thing about it is you have to touch it the whole time. It's part
You
of the
must
identify
touch throughout
spell.
the casting of this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold it like this.
That's fine, so long as you're touching it.
Just a wee bit curious how it tastes.
I mean, I was gonna have you detect magic first before we blow identify, but
It's a ritual as well, though.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, either works.
Let's sit here for 20 minutes.
There is a magical energy that isn't coming off of the eye itself, but the viscous goo that is generating from it. Yeah,
No, I'm not actually doing that.
That's a part of your identification process. You're more than welcome to. But there's no like properties. It just seems to be.
Wolfgang is
No
very
named
unimpressed by
spell
all
is
of
attached
this.
to this.
Eyeballs do not impress Wolfgang.
Eyeballs don't.
That don't impress me.
I'm also trying to
Don't
actively
impress me
not
much.
be showing it to Rengwin, just in case there's a traumatic history.
Oh, right.
Sure.
Ringo, you should taste it.
And if there's time,
No.
letting you judge the amount of time is passing, I'm also going to try to get an unseen servant up next. Over the course of 10 minutes.
Part of coming to this point, if you wanted to do that beforehand, you can. Because you guys were sailing for a good chunk of time, probably about 12 to 15 minutes.
Well, I think I'm okay. Yeah, I'll have done unseen servant.
Yeah.
And now I will begin detect magic as they continue sailing.
Okay. Yeah. Is there anything you guys want to do while he's preparing that, or do you want to wait for him to finish?
I will press digitate a little wind on the sail.
Okay.
Just little puffs of wind.
It's not really doing much.
Yeah, but I'm bored, so I'm just like,
Sure.
I'm keeping a really weathered eye on the water.
Okay.
I've adjusted course for what she's recommended.
Okay.
Goopy eye.
Keep it
I'm
a weathered
doing
eye on it.
nothing.
All
Just
right.
kind of sitting around,
Waiting.
waiting. Never really spent much time on boats.
All right, you'll kill
Raymond's
something
screeching
soon,
over the
relax.
little lizard.
Is there some kind of like patch kit in case of small leaks and holes on this boat?
You were supplied mallets, nails, and some boards, probably about 8.
I'm gonna give that the mallet and some nails to my unseen servant.
Yeah, just
In case, buddy.
floating there,
Yeah.
just some a mallet and some nails.
Sea of Thieves.
Right.
What'd you say?
Glitching,
Sea of Thieves.
just glitching wildly. Would you like to helm one more survival check?
Yes. Why not?
Why not?
Nat one.
With advantage?
No, I was gonna do advantage if it had been a natural 20 beforehand.
It's a 5 total.
All right. As you're sailing about, you start to sail to a point where you haven't traveled this far out anymore. You're not exactly within the normal range of town. Normally you sail around a certain area and you purify the water within that space, just as part of clerical rituals that the church provides for this town. A good deed, but you don't really push that much further out. You do notice the water is getting more blue, whereas when you're closer to the town, it has like a bit of a greenish tint to it. Yeah, you're not too familiar with where you're heading right now. Do you keep that to yourself?
No, I would share.
Okay. Who? Just so I know, who's helmsing this ship? Who's steering?
I am.
Okay. So,
I would let you know that I don't really know where to go now.
All right, well, I'm still maintaining course from the previous direction that you told me that seemed to be coming from.
Perhaps a siren song? I don't know. Music,
Yes.
maybe?
I don't know. It could honestly work, actually.
All right.
I would like to try one thing. I'm gonna dip my hand into the water really quick and just scoop some water up, and I'm gonna give a little drink.
People
Okay.
pooping that.
it's pretty warm, like initially, and then just a little further down, it just immediately starts to become biting cold, and you flip the table. You take a drink. It's pristine crystal.
Fresh
Like-
water,
Yeah, fresh water.
no salt at all.
No salt.
Wolfgang's just kind of, as we're going, hands in the water, just trailing it.
Yeah. Cold's not really bothering you. There's some
I'm not going
way
deep
colder
either.
water.
Just kind of
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could do that.
doing my.
Shark bait. Ooh, ha, ha.
You're doing a performance.
Yes.
I would say by this point your detect magic goes off, and you're still focusing on the eye.
He sees everything.
I'm gonna glimpse at it, but as soon as I deduce that, then I'm scanning the horizon for magic that I see bubbling under the surface.
Okay.
22, 23, dirty 24.
Dirty 24. Nice.
What?
Initially, like as you're examining the eye, your detect magic goes off, and there is an aura of magical energy around it, identifying the aura as illusion.
I touch the goo. Is it goo?
Yeah, it's goo. It's gooby.
Guys, this is illusory. I'm a little confused. Because I touch it. All my illusions you can't touch.
The goo on the eye?
Yeah.
I know it's a tall order. Is there any way you can dispel it and see?
I mean, I could if you think it's super important.
It's not causing harm, but at the same time, isn't it if we become aware of an illusion, we get a roll to see if we see through it?
Not for this.
Okay, that's fair. Sure.
For some reason.
For some reason. You're fully aware there isn't an active named spell affecting this. As part of Identify, it identifies any actual magical effects, like the hallowed spell in a certain area or something like that, or an anti-magic field. It will be like, yeah, that's the spell that's going on there. There's nothing that's happening like that here. There is a magical effect, but it's not a particular spell.
Weird.
What if it's like a poison and creates a hallucinogenic effect?
Super weird.
No, but it was already happening, and poisons you have to have put in you in some fashion. Whether you inject it, inhale it, or it goes through an injury.
Or they bite you?
Yes, but have any of us been bitten?
Not yet.
No.
Then why would we be seeing any sort of hallucination?
We drank the water.
So maybe the goo's not an hallucination.
Oh, yeah, no.
Maybe the goo causes hallucinations.
It could.
I haven't touched it. It looks like goo from here.
Yeah, but maybe the Vorpal fins or whatever magic is affecting them also creates hallucinations.
Or perhaps they're under the effect of some sort of hallucination. Perhaps this goop is causing them to hallucinate something, and that's what's bringing them into an unnatural habitat.
There's a spell that I've been researching that I think I'm pretty close to. I call it Enemies Abound. And TM.
Is that your own
It's such a
original
bad
name
name.
there?
Yeah. And maybe these Vorpal fins are under the effects of something like that. It makes you think that everyone around you is your enemy.
And it could be compounded with something that allows them to sustain themselves in fresh water when they normally shouldn't.
Yeah.
Or someone's behind it.
Well, that's inferred with all of this as well.
Yeah.
Let's kill him.
But I like you're trying to use your brain. That's really good.
Thank you.
I'm proud of
Mr.
you.
Nand.
Yeah.
As you pause within your performance to have that bit of a conversation, you did a 24 performance check.
Yeah.
Just what type of performance are you doing?
He's playing the flute.
Casually?
Yeah, just casually.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cash, bro.
Super
Cash.
cash. I wasn't sure if you were trying to like project sound out.
Oh, yeah, it definitely would be.
Like you're trying to get sound out.
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
Just for the sake of it, I would like a Constitution check.
Right.
This is your ability to inhale fully and breathe to your fullest capacity.
21.
Oh yeah, dude. It would almost be
of steel.
annoying if it wasn't so damn good.
It's a bomb.
This is
Yeah.
like heavy metal, bro.
I feel like Kylos was just in place for an hour on one breath.
It's the thing you worry like a toddler's just gonna scream into a recorder, but it ends up being awesome.
Well,
Yeah.
he's an air genasi, so he doesn't have to breathe.
I don't think
That's
that's
to
how
stop
that.
playing.
I don't think that's how that works, Ruland.
Oh, that was Zach talking.
Actually, that is how it works. It's called unending breath.
You said you were keeping watch while all this was going on. Roll me another perception check real quick.
Can I be watching too as I'm steering, or?
Partially because you were in the midst of a major conversation, because she wasn't a part of it. She's been
Yeah, that's
looking
fine.
out. Yeah.
11.
11. Okay. You're playing to your heart's content. Is there anything else you guys are trying to do?
Just continue to scan with my magic eyes.
You're not seeing anything immediately over the water.
How long have we been on the boat now?
At this point, you're probably nearing 30 minutes. I'm sailing for a while.
Almost to a short rest.
So what do we think? Do we just keep going?
Like, we could hold the position and see if they come towards us, or even jump in the water and see if they're more motivated by people jumping in rather than.
At that, Wolfgang kind of stands up and goes, I like that.
Right.
He just
Okay.
jumps right
No!
in.
Oh.
Jumping in the water?
Yes.
I was going to say we should all get naked.
The water immediately fills all of your clothing, and you start to feel the cold embrace you, but it's not terribly bad. It's definitely way worse where you're from, and you immediately feel that buoyancy, and you start to, even if you tried, you're starting to like actively float up, and you have to like think about staying under the water for a second, and you immediately are holding your breath, and then you, all right, and you feel.
Then there's like a moment where Wolfgang's kind of like, because he's not much of a water guy. He's kind of holding his breath and going, all right, this is good. This is gonna work.
Holds it for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's like a good minute where he's like, and then
Hey, Wolfgang! High five, buddy!
out of the water.
Longstrider.
Your lunch right on you.
There's an anchor on this boat, right?
No, and for good reason. This lake is very deep.
Oh.
They don't really have an anchor that's going to go that far.
I'm gonna-
In certain areas, probably, but this one in particular, no.
I'm going to pull the sail down and try and slow the boat.
Yeah, it's more about keeping like an active attention on where the buoyancy is happening and just angling yourself so you don't drift too far away. Maybe making small adjustments and corrections.
All right, Wolfie, start splashing around as much as you can.
I cannot hear you.
As the water fills your lungs, doesn't hurt, and water comes back out.
I say out loud, probably in bubbled talk. Well, that was weird. Yeah, exactly. Kind of just looking around. Did I see anything?
Looking straight down, it's just darkness below you. Light disappears to a certain point in this lake, but looking around, it's very clear.
Reminds me of
Roll a perception check. I believe
Advantage. It's darkness.
if it is dark enough in this space. Yeah,
Disadvantage?
yeah.
Just use your light cantrip.
I'm trying to light.
Just use your dark vision.
Neither of those things.
Classic human.
How does... what do we do? Perception? 6.
6. You're not seeing anything thrashing around beyond you.
Kind of like push myself to the surface. So just me, or we gonna do this?
I'll give you anyone Longstrider that wants it, okay? My spells aren't going to be super effective here, so I'm going to be supporting hand.
Love it.
Support end.
Oh, here's 300 feet of dark vision for anyone who wants it.
Oh, that's incredibly helpful.
Oh my god!
Like Wolfgang kind of puts his head underwater and looks again.
Yeah, it's still extremely dark down there. I'll allow you to make another one though. Now that you have,
But not a disadvantage.
not a well, it's still disadvantage because dark vision just.
I have dark vision.
Yeah, I know. Dark vision makes it slightly obscured, which is still disadvantage.
10.
Sticks his head.
10. You're looking around, and you see something. Seems like it's moving towards you.
Kind of pull axe off my back.
That's creating.
I see like the tip of the axe, like
Sure.
'Cause I'm like,
Yeah, because he hasn't like swum further down or swam.
Swum. He's
He didn't.
He's swimming.
He's swimming right now. Yeah, he hasn't moved further down or anything like that.
Is there a way that I can just like rig the rudder so the boat just circles in the area?
Sure. Yeah, you just. I mean, you have adventurer's gear on you, so you can take rope and tie it down. You essentially lock it into its spot.
Keep in mind, Renwin's staying on the boat, and Sportnand over here might be as well, so they'll be able to.
Renwin's like, I can't swim, so I'm not gonna be going in there.
I'm going to rig this to keep us in position, but if anything happens to it,
I'll keep an eye on it.
thank you. And
Longstrider.
I will take out my shield and lance and dive in.
Diving in,
Looking over you.
you dive down. Roll a perception check. Still disadvantage.
That's a nat 1.
As you jump in, you immediately breathe in, and it's the first time really experiencing underwater breathing before, and your mind just starts going like, how does this work? It's got to work this way. And you just start breaking it down into a scientific form as best you can.
Yeah.
As you look back to that point, it's moving very fast. And suddenly you see others are starting to come out of the darkness from below, starting to join with that one. And they're moving very quickly.
How far are they? Would I be able to tell? Ish.
Roll an intelligence check.
Better perception. That is a, what is that? That's a 15.
15. They're well over 300 feet away.
Okay. Yeah. Seeing them, like, it's a lot, it looks like.
You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, at that,
7.
Wolfgang immediately goes into a rage.
All right.
Is that visible? Can we on the boat tell the
Oh,
there's-
No, not currently.
very loudly, like, scream. And you, so that, I
And
think,
I'm
is,
right next to him, so
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you hear that.
Can
You
I-
guys see all the bubbles popping up.
Can
Get
I
my
look
sword
and
out.
see what he's
Yeah,
yelling
you
at?
track his eye line, and now that you're out of your head, you can immediately see these things are getting very close, very fast.
I'll pop my head up. Volpovins incoming from this direction, and they're coming in very quick.
Long strider.
Can I look over there?
What does that do?
You look in that direction. Go ahead and roll
Additional
a
10
perception
feet of movement to your movement.
So we can move 70 feet.
8.
around.
8. Excuse me.
That are the mines.
I'm gonna dive down and just.
All right. With that, we're going to go into combat.
All right. So, in case you need a reminder, long strider, you have an additional 10 feet of movement per round. So for the 3 of you, you each have long strider.
do I get any additional movement from Mariner's armor, or is that just...
It's equal to
move
your
your
movement
30,
speed.
so you can go.
Yeah.
You have 40, and they have
Okay.
70.
the fuck do you... Oh,
The mana ray
The
cloak.
ray.
The mana ray.
Oh my gosh, all my minis are gone. They all got moved somewhere.
Oh, we'll get some. Anything in particular?
Oh, they're down below right there.
Oh, perfect.
Down below. Down below in the deep.
Down below.
Go ahead and start rolling initiative and just
Alright.
learning what you got.
Hell yeah, you do. Okay, not bad.
Ideally, like these size guys.
Natural 12.
Natural 12.
Oh, yes.
And I'm on the boat.
Not bad.
And I see nothing.
Not come prepared, apparently.
Great, you're helpful.
I got you guys.
8.
Total.
I will need to use dice.
You got some minis to bust out there, Zachalicious?
I didn't bring a bunch of minis, but feel free to use any dice that you need.
Oh, perfect. That's actually better, so then I can keep mine for.
Yeah.
Do you want me to see what minis I have out there?
Well, I'll just
That's okay
get
for now.
the mini set up and then we'll switch to battle king.
Beat up king.
This is the most interesting part of the stream right now.
Mm.
Us preparing for battle.
Right?
Yeah.
I know. Normally we go to a break during all this.
But we're not gonna.
Not right now. No. It doesn't
We
make
just
sense.
started. So let's talk about some things, guys. Keep the troops entertained, right?
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
if you guys try to
Keep the truth
grapple
back.
one, I can enlarge you to give you strength advantage. You already have strength advantage.
I do?
You're
I'm
Because you're raging.
Yeah, I do.
Or would it be better to reduce one? Probably not, because they're probably more acrobatic than athletic.
There's also like 20 of them, and
Let's say this is
Yeah.
boat.
But if we want to just get one
It's not
on
the
the ship
perfect
so we
shape,
can
but-
do inspections
Skull splitter
and
dice.
everything.
School split.
This boat is brought to you by
Oh, I
Skull Splitter
have,
Dice.
I have boat minis. I should bring them next time.
That's okay.
I have a big boat.
Mhm.
Actually, no, I have a little rowboat.
Well, it's a little bigger than a rowboat because it's supporting all 6 of you on there,
Technically.
and a little
Rowboat,
bit of
yeah.
equipment.
Yes.
Yeah, that works.
We look pretty cool.
You guys do.
I actually did look different.
Battle King!
Battle
Look
King!
at flying. There's no any evidence of this being underwater.
Mhm. We'll put a blue filter on.
Sorry.
Okay. Time
Use
to
your
run.
imagination.
You're not playing D&D. Use your imagination.
Roll a d12. That is extremely cocked. Oh,
Nice.
let's see. Damn it. Okay. That is okay. And then I need to roll for Ringwin as well. Oh, of course you get an awesome number.
Super red
Okay,
number.
Frogman, what'd you get?
I got 11 total.
11. Nice. Professor,
3.
3. Kylus,
Natural 12 for a total of 14.
damn. Nicely done. Wolfgang.
8 for a total of 8.
Okay. Nesta.
14.
14. Yeah, that tracks.
Did you guys tie? Right?
I got
He
8,
got a
but I
natural
have a
12,
plus
so.
6 to my initiative, so.
All right. With that, top of the round, Kylus, you're up. You can't see
no-
whatever
I
it
have
is.
no idea what's going on.
You know they're out there, but you have no.
I know they're out there.
Yeah, they're making a stink, and he popped up above water. He's
Okay.
like, Vorpalfin's incoming.
Okay.
You know they're out there. You just currently can't see them.
Okay.
They're probably too low underneath the water.
Okay.
Where are you bastards? Where's the white? Where? I mean,
So he's above water currently.
No, he went down.
He went
After.
I
back down.
poked my head up and then went back down.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're probably like side by side, ready to
Yeah.
take this charge.
Yeah. In terms of space, you're 5 feet below breaking the surface.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll roll backwards off the boat into the water.
Diving into the water, you immediately fill your lungs with water. Perfectly fine.
Okay. And then
At this point, with the enhanced dark vision and everything, and then pointed out, you see soaring towards you guys with jet streams of bubbles expanding behind them. These guys are moving very quickly.
okay. And
We
with
can see them now?
Devil's Sight,
He
I
can now that he's
okay.
underwater.
All right. Can we talk since we can breathe underwater?
It's bubbly, but actually no, it wouldn't be bubbly. I'm gonna say it's muffled, so talking over long distances is gonna be difficult, but with how close you are, that would be fine. You can just barely make out cognitive words.
All right. I'll slow him down. You go for the ones that make it through the darkness, and he'll push his hands together, and an orb will start appearing, and I will cast Hunger of Hadar. A 20-foot circle.
Oh shit.
So any of them that move through it are immediately blinded, and then their speed's cut in half,
Nice.
Oh.
and they take damage.
Yeah, they took damage.
Is it good?
Oh, this is not gonna work. This thing is.
As I call upon the void, the space between stars.
Yes.
It's gonna have to work. Where would you like to place it roughly?
Just out in front of us, so if any comes through, they'll be able to hit the ones that come through.
So like right there,
Yeah.
and it's 20 feet out, so that's 10 feet. 10 feet.
Yes.
Okay.
It's 10-foot radius or 20-foot radius?
20-foot radius.
No,
That's
so
20
it's-
feet out.
Yeah, so it's 20 feet
Oh,
out.
it's 20 feet all the way. So
Okay, then I put it further back.
okay.
Yeah, because I don't
Get
want
the fireballs.
Yeah, I don't have it over here. I
Yeah.
was clearly very much not prepared.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, and then right if they step out.
Yeah.
So we go there, 10, 15, 20, out to there, 15, 20. And it's not a perfect square. It's,
No, it's a circle.
circular, so
Yeah.
it kind of edges
So
along
and it
there.
moves up and down.
It's an orb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an orb.
A sphere, if
A
you
sphere.
will.
A sphere in a three-dimensional plane.
Ah, a sphere. Very good.
Thank you, Zach.
Radiuses and another pen.
Awesome.
Radii.
Yeah, just place that button down.
Pretty damn accurate.
That is pretty damn accurate, actually.
Yeah, I mean, 20 out, 20 out. Okay, that's your action.
well-
Did you want to move anywhere?
With that said, is that exactly where you want it? Now that you can see it.
Probably. If they're moving like that, maybe like right there.
Okay, yeah, just ignore it, the
Yeah.
markings.
I will
All right.
not stare at them the entire time.
As the orb appears, what sort of sounds are heard in there?
Nothing. It's the void, right?
No, it has like soft, terrifying whispers and like slithering sounds and.
Wolfgang does not like that.
I take my action to be uncomfortable.
So I'll do that for my bonus action.
Yeah,
Okay.
a cacophony of soft whispers.
All right. You didn't want to move anywhere? You're happy there?
Yeah, I'm happy right there.
All right, Nesta, you're up. You you watch as you're up above. You don't see anything, but then you just see this massive dome, which actually does break the surface because of its current placement. Just this dark orb dome appears from your perspective.
Oh, you can hear it a lot better above then.
Oh yeah. As you hear that like cacophony of whispers coming through, you hear very clearly in your mind, abandoned.
From the orb, that's what that said?
You hear a whisper from the orb.
Creepy. Great. Well,
Abandoned? You bring up trauma as your magic?
Don't worry about it. It's just magic, guys.
Don't be real worried about it.
I'll make my own sphere, Twilight Sanctuary, and summon this bad boy. And it's just gonna
Blade out.
it's gonna come down into the water like a spear.
Ooh, nice.
It makes airplane noises.
Doesn't that? They're just somebody out in the water. Ted!
All right. You do know, because you currently can't see into because magical sight can't see into it.
You can't see out of it. You can see into it.
Oh, you can see into
Only
it.
creatures inside of it are blinded.
Oh,
we can
okay.
see into it, so
Oh,
we can
never
cast
mind,
spells
never mind.
at them inside.
Perfect. Okay.
With advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. 'Cause they can't see it coming.
Spell rules. Where has the spell been this whole time?
Put trap behind third level.
Yep.
And then we haven't fought since then.
Yeah,
Yep.
true. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Can I see any enemies that I could swing at?
Not presently, no.
That's okay. I'll stay.
All right. Frognan, you're up.
Great. I will. Cannonball!
Into the like dropping a pebble into a lake.
Exactly. So my speed would probably be halved right now, right?
It is, yeah. Whatever your current speed is halved. You're at a 30-foot movement speed, right?
Mhm,
Yeah, so
currently.
you got 15.
So I'll get about there for now. And I am going to
Just so you know, any attack rolls, ability checks, or saving throws you currently make are at disadvantage. Any roll you try to make is at disadvantage. I don't have like advantage to hit you,
But if you have spell attacks on things inside, it's a straight roll.
there you go.
Closest one?
and saving throws. You know, that's on me, not on you.
And that's just because I don't have a
Swim speed. Yes.
I will alter self. And suddenly you will see that Frognan's ears slowly become like creature from the Black Lagoon instead.
They like fan out.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's,
Um,
you literally look like the creature in the black.
Yeah, I mean your
Yeah.
bald head and everything.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining that
Gills,
nothing else changes, and it's just
webbing.
that, and that's how he gets his swim.
They just wiggle and he moves really
That's a good sound too.
He's got axolot little fins.
Yes.
Kendall is so
And
aerodynamic.
I will.
So smooth.
So smooth.
No
When he
hairs.
swims, does he go?
I will call that a turn.
Okay.
Mm.
Getting all set up. Rangwin will hop up to the front if someone can move her to that little point. Hop. She kind of like runs along the edge and hops up to the front and will hold her action to psychic blade anything she sees that comes within range.
Can I have the conditions?
Oh yeah.
Are you concentrating?
Yes.
Wolfgang, you're up. I rolled very, very poorly for them.
Wolfgang looks over to Kylus. It's muffled, but can I touch that?
Don't go in there.
All right. I just see Kylus going.
Yeah. No, he says don't go in there.
Gonna move a little closer, like to the other side of the professor,
Okay.
and then hold my action for any little shithead who
Someone can move
comes
him
through
over
there.
to the other side of the professor. As you approach and get closer to this orb, you hear lies.
Lies is what he
Lies.
says. I don't like that. You're lying. And then do I get temp HP from Moon Mama over there?
Oh yeah.
Thank you for remembering.
Oh, yeah.
because I was
Yeah.
hoping I wasn't the first person to.
Moon Mama, please.
I'm just in there like,
We get it on our turn, right?
Yes. The end of our
Okay.
turn.
Yeah, at the end of your turn, she goes, here you go.
Hit me.
Hit me.
Okay?
57. Okay.
10.
57 to hit.
Not for me.
Come on, 57 temp HP.
6. Okay.
Okay. It is now the Vorpalfin's turn. Let's see.
So it's darker water, but they can see into it currently.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
once they're in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there is still like a visual like, oh,
Yes.
something's there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if they can't rationalize this. I
Are
don't think
they-
they can, but
You were 3.
So you're saying they're low intelligence?
How low?
These things don't stupid.
That's darker water.
Oh my god. I did 16.
What?
19 minus 3.
Oh my god.
How many we're about to fight?
No. If they could rationalize like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go in there.
And they did.
No, they succeeded.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Does it follow my spell save DC?
What's your spell save DC?
16.
Yeah, okay. No, that was a fair point. I was like, yeah, let's follow that.
I was like, oh.
Okay,
Let's set the DC.
so that
'Cause
one figures it out.
I chose like 15.
Yeah.
I was like, you
So
know,
that one
it should be
figures it
tough
out.
for them.
But the rest of them.
Yeah, the one singular one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll one more to see if like the other half figures it out. No, the other half do not. So we'll say these 4 don't figure it out. These 3 do. This one's going to go.
We make it easy. The ones that are minis figure it out, and the dice don't.
Actually, that's
Three and
that's
four.
actually
Yeah.
way better for
You're
me to keep track of.
welcome.
Thank you so much. 45, 50.
Hey, get the fuck away from me.
60, 65, 70, 75. Get me right up to Kylus.
Oh.
Oh.
Rude.
And they swing?
Yep.
Okay.
I hate this place.
One hit
Horrible
kill.
fins. Movement speed of 80. I will try to hit you.
This is their favorite terrain.
That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Even with the new studded leather.
It's only 15.
It's hard to get away from that. You take
82 damage.
9 points of slashing damage.
9 points.
Easy.
And I passed my check.
Okay, yeah, it's just a 10.
Yeah.
And then it's going to move off immediately to the right diagonal.
Do we get an attack of opportunity?
Nope.
Right here.
Fly by.
Swim by.
Little bitches.
Flim by.
Sorry,
Fin
you said
die.
9?
9 points of slashing, yeah.
You.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Oh, fuck me.
60, 65, 70, 75. Oh, they can get right up to you, but they will have to stop there.
Like here?
Right next to Kylus.
Yeah.
That is the full 80. So they won't be able to move away, but yeah, that's perfect. Attack roll. That's only a 15.
That's my AC.
Hits. For 6 points of slashing.
Okay.
DC 10 for con.
Yeah.
You make it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, please. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Since it knows it can't make it that far, put it off to the diagonal there.
Here?
One more over.
Here?
Yeah, that's perfect. As it's kind of like arcing around, getting ready to like swing in from the side. Now that you can see these things a little bit closer, they are these very large, beefy looking fish, but very slender in design. Like they're large, but they kind of like become very angular. They have these bright yellow scales that
Lean
have
and
like
mean? Lean and
lean
mean.
mean, yeah, very much so. With kind of almost like tiger stripe markings across them that are far more brown than like an actual black. Their face is very angular and almost arrow shaped, and their eyes face forward, very much a predator fish. They have these rather large jaws, almost very akin to like a moray eel in terms of shape, and these fins that extend outwards. And as it swims up to you, it like turns abruptly, flaring out its fins, and its fins just scrape across your body. These like spines at the edge just dragging across you, and it swims away.
Yeah. Gross. I hate this. I didn't want to come here. Just saying that.
I have to against this. These guys don't know what the fuck they're up to. 10, 15, 20, 25. I don't know.
And difficult terrain.
Oh, shit.
And they're blinded immediately.
25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75. No, because
75.
they can't go far enough. So yeah, right there. With a bit of confusion, they are going to stop in there. They're not going to action dash because they don't take damage upon entering yet.
No.
It's when they start their turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're not getting hit with anything yet.
No. They're blinded the second they enter it.
Are they?
I don't know. Do they have blind sense?
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60, 70, 80. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 50, 60, 70, 80. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80.
So that one's smart.
Not because it knows it's following its group. It's following people who they're seeing have a lot of success. That much they can tell.
Yeah, -3.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
not
I
a
got.
smart thing. It's my pack is striking, I'm going to follow them.
It's a 5 or 6 intelligence, I think that means.
With all that, Professor, it's your turn.
It's
It's a -3, so yeah.
All right.
As
Well,
you're sitting next to this whispering, hushing orb, you just hear misinformed.
that makes me uncomfortable.
I don't
I'm
like
not
it.
comfy here.
I'm in danger.
Seeing the one engage
And-
Kylus.
And just so you know, you can see those guys in there.
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on those. I'm actually gonna kind of swim over and back with my back to the boat.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just gonna kind of. Oops, sorry.
Okay, wait. Sorry, I was wrong. If they end their turn in there, they will take damage.
They will take
They have to
damage.
make a dex save.
Dex save. Okay, thank you.
Oh, they're
Uh,
Dexy.
It's
I'll
usually
just
it's
make that-
either end or it's.
It's both.
Oh yeah,
Two different types
that's
of damage.
Right.
Yeah.
because
When
it's
they
it
end their
splits
turn
up.
in it, when they start the damage in, or start their turn in it.
Dex save, correct?
Yes.
Okay. That is only a 10 for, let's say, green 2.
All right.
The purple 2 gets a 13, so
Okay.
fail. The that is a 17, so that one succeeds.
Okay.
I'll make it extra stark, so you can really tell the colors.
Okay.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay. This is acid damage, so I won't even roll if they're immune.
They are not immune to
Okay,
acid
okay.
damage, no.
11 points to the first one.
Nice.
5 to the second.
5 to the second one.
And then 3.
Well, wouldn't it just be one roll? And we
Oh,
just,
is it all?
And we just apply. Yeah, just to
Okay,
save time.
okay.
Yeah,
11 to all of
yeah,
them,
No,
then.
that's fine. Yeah, that's the first
Hell
one. we rolled.
yeah.
So the last one cut in half to 5. 'Cause
The
it's
last one
saved.
cut in half to 5, yeah,
Yeah.
because it's saved. 11 to you and 5 to you. Yeah, and you watch as these ones enter it, and you just watch the scales on their body just start to burn, and just chunks of their flesh begin to pour off. That fucking hurts them.
Gross.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go over to the one that's engaged with Kylus, and
Okay.
as I'm swimming over, I'm gonna be like, speaking, let's thin the herd first and then try and capture a few, and I'm going to.
Yeah, go ahead, roll the hit.
That is a 24.
24 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll the
Yeah.
damage.
10 points piercing damage.
Nicely done.
Which kills
Okay.
it.
Oh, wait. Do I get healing?
Yeah.
10 points.
Couple of attempts.
8.
Second attack.
Yeah, second attack. Roll the hit.
Next level,
You're
baby.
close. You're so close.
I want so many things that are mine.
Yeah. The multi-class is gonna make you so powerful in the long run.
Yeah.
but in the short term, it's
That
like,
rage is gonna be
Especially as a tank.
Yeah. I mean, as a paladin, you're already going to be doing the most damage, but, like, with
That's
that
only a
rage on top of
14.
it.
14 barely hits.
14's the
That
AC.
is their
14's the
AC.
AC, baby.
It's not like they're wearing armor. They have a bit of scaling and they're dexterous.
I just got to roll a 4.
8 points of slashing damage.
Nice. 8
Really?
points.
Huh?
With all three class?
Yeah.
Oh, because you're out of the pack.
That one's
They-
looking pretty
yep.
rough.
They take 2 and just.
Trying to make a bit of a fish skewer.
That one's looking rough.
Yeah.
I'll pull
That one,
back.
a good pump of blood is coming out of its side.
I'll pull back, put my shield up, and end my turn.
With the manta ray cloak floating behind you, giving you that extra vertical movement without having to angle yourself in any direction. We come to the top of the round. Nesta, you're up.
Am I top of the round? I thought.
No, I thought Kylus was
Kylus
first.
was-
And Nessa
oh,
was
we
second.
You got
my
that
turn.
12.
What?
He had that.
Oh, I had already pressed next beforehand, so I
bitch,
jumped down
every
to Nesta.
time.
I just hate you.
I know.
It is
I know.
very clear.
Yes, Kylus, you're up.
Okay, if I move away, they'll have attack of opportunity, right?
It seems so, yes.
Okay. And I'll still do it.
Okay.
I'm going to swim back over that way.
Okay. If someone wants to move him to the side, I will
How
take
many- how many
an
feet?
attack.
Let's go 15. Back
5,
behind Wolfgang.
10.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll hit.
That's 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay. And it was a 14 on the save, so. Oh, it's cut in half.
Yeah, it's cut
oh,
in half,
yeah,
yeah.
okay.
You-
I'm good.
That was max damage. So
Okay.
unless they like crit or something like that, whenever you make the con
How much
check,
was it?
it's going to be 10.
14?
It was 13.
13.
They roll a d10 plus.
134 damage. all right.
134 damage. Okay.
Look forward to those days.
Yeah. And then,
Kylus explodes. into pieces.
I look forward to that day too.
It's gonna be a momentous occasion.
And I'll let out 2 Eldritch Blasts to. Let's just hit one first.
Which one are you going for?
Let's go for the brown one.
The
Brown and green dice.
Oh, brown and green.
Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
24.
24 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
I'm just gonna roll both.
Yeah.
of them.
Roll all of them. Yeah. I'll let you redirect if it like kills one of them and you just want to move it to another.
7 plus 8 is 15.
15 hits. Yeah.
Okay.
They don't have a high AC. I mean, they do for like a basic creature.
Yeah.
14's pretty
All
good.
D10s.
Yeah. One's all the way over there for some reason.
Okay. 14 points to the first one. 3 of that is necrotic.
They don't have
Okay,
damage
okay,
resistance to
okay.
necrotic.
And then on the second one is 10.
10. Blasting a hole through that one. Falls to its side.
Dead?
Yeah, go ahead and remove it. Sweet. All right. 2 blasts, you moved. Anything else you'd want to do?
No, I'm good.
All right.
So anyway.
Nesta, now it's your turn.
I'm going to start with my bonus action and use my spiritual weapon to attack this guy here.
You have advantage.
Yeah, you do.
Love that. Alright, so that's 17.
17 hits. Roll damage.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Warlock! She's a warlock! A warlock of Lunaris.
7 slashing.
7 slashing damage.
Mhm.
Nicely done.
Then, I'm going to move over here and cannonball into the fray while I cast Spirit Guardians!
Did you guys notice that she became French all of a sudden?
Oh yeah, can I get some 10 hit points as well?
And that's centered on you, right?
It is, yeah.
What's the radius?
15 feet.
Big.
It's that's literally Spirit
Yeah,
Guardians.
it's Spirit
Yeah.
Guardians right here.
Cool.
That is fucking
If someone wants to place
awesome. They have no safe area to go to right now.
that. Yeah, pretty much.
These guys are fucked.
You guys are 5th level, man.
Good.
That's okay if it nudges him slightly. That's fine.
Thank you.
Concentrating.
Cool. So these guys, they appear as I cannonball in, and they look like starry angels with like wide eyes, and they just kind of like surround me. They're super cool, and they're not going to attack my friends. And they
I'm kindness.
Am I a friend?
Professor, with your passive and literally her being in front of you in this moment, floating like behind and slightly above her is this vaguely humanoid form of purple and blue that just floats behind her.
fuck.
There's no actual like facial features. It's like if a silhouette had a bit of color to it.
And it seems different from the other spirits that are surrounding
Oh,
the area.
very different. It has an active coloration to it. These guardians are like very much bright white coloration of holy energy.
Stuff happens at the start of their turn.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
When they start their turn in it, they'll take it.
Nice.
Okay. Excellent. Frogland, you're up.
Oh, look, safety! 5, 10, 15, 20, right there. Hopefully they have no
But you're
AoE.
only at 15.
No, I
No, 'cause
have
he has
my,
yourself on.
Oh, you all yourself, that's
Yeah.
Bring
And
it with-
I'm going to, fuck, what is it called? Mind Sliver. This dude that's been damaged already.
Okay.
So, int save for me, please.
Saving throw. That's a 7.
It's gonna fail. Only 3 points of damage.
Okay.
But remember, minus this d4
Mm-hmm.
from your Spirit Guardian save, please.
That was the one that the professor laid in on, right?
Yes.
Yep.
7
Is it-
points of damage.
Is, it,
Only 3 from me, but.
Oh, okay.
is its brain just...
Yeah, it's not having a fun time, but it is still kicking. Anything else?
And then I'm gonna try to pull this one into the Spirit Guardians with my telekinetic shove.
The one that's out there.
Uh huh.
Oh,
Strength
hell yeah.
saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
Do it.
That is a 16.
That's my DC.
Okay.
Damn it.
I rolled really well. They only have a +1.
swimming along, and all of a sudden just.
Yeah. I'm gonna get you.
You can't get me.
You can't get me. I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you.
X gonna get. Sorry. Okay, it is now Ranguin's turn. What is she
Psychic
gonna
blade.
do? Yeah, pretty much. I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. She has so many things on here. Okay. Yeah, she's gonna throw it at the one that you two laid into. Roll to hit. Oh yeah, that's a 22 to hit.
Woo!
And
Blow up its mind.
that is absolutely sneak attack damage. So that's going to be a d6.
I think 3
Plus
And-
3d6. No 46.
Oh my gosh, where's her?
At level 5, it should be 3d6. So
Yeah.
so 46 total plus.
Yeah, so 46.
Plus 3, I think, for her.
Plus 4 for her. That's 5. 11. 14. And 15 plus 5, 19 points of damage. to her.
Nice. Go, Ranguin.
15 plus 5 is 20.
That is,
Hmm?
those are facts.
I said 15 plus 4.
Oh,
Oh, you said 5.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
I meant 4.
give me the extra point. It probably only needs 2 damage. But give me the point.
It needed 9 more.
Yeah.
Instead.
Aren't her blades considered a +1 magic item?
No. Yes. As it just ruptures the brain.
Nice.
There you go. Killing it.
If they're great.
She is gonna bonus action throw another one
Nice.
at the one over there. Yeah. Why not? Roll a hit. That's a 14, which is their AC. For only 6 points of damage on that one. I lost track of everything. There we go. Okay. Ranguin doesn't mind being in the boat, so she gonna hang out there. Wolfgang, you're up.
There's 2 still in the hunger of dude.
Yeah, there's
The
2
hunger
in
of
the
dude.
hunger, and then there's
Hunger of
2
dude.
flanking.
It's called the Void.
There's 3 flanking us.
Who's after me?
I think it's the Vorpal Fins
It's
and
the
then
Vorpal
me.
Fins.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna essentially move myself in front of Kylus,
Okay.
and then hold my action for any guy that comes at my.
Okay.
at
You'll
me.
hold. You'll
Yeah.
make a melee strike.
You're what?
At me
Oh,
or you.
oh, you. Okay, cool. I think I say your friend, but I mean.
Okay.
Let's not get hasty here.
One step at a time, pal.
With that, let's go.
Oh, is it their turn?
Yeah.
Inside the. Or out on the outside?
I mean, they all take their turn at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Who has to do stuff?
The ones inside are going to take cold damage. There's no saving throw for this
No
one.
saving throw. They just take it.
You need to have
And
some of
then
them.
the one
8
that's
points
in,
of cold damage to them both.
Nice.
the one that's in Spirit Guardians takes Spirit Guardians stuff.
When they start their turn.
Yep.
Okay, so that one there. Any saving throw?
That is a saving throw. Thank you, wisdom. 15.
Wisdom saving throw.
These wise fish.
Nope. That's an 8 minus 2. Fail.
Hey, they're wiser than they are intelligent.
Nice.
Yeah,
So,
they hunt like animals normally do. They trust their guts,
which is my
which are about to be all over this lake.
Yeah, these things seem really easy.
Yeah.
I'm very concerned about that.
I'm waiting for the giant shark to just.
9 points of damage.
That's totally about to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, we're literally attracting it with all this blood.
All right. They're all still kicking, though they're all looking. Most of them are looking pretty darn rough. That one's gonna go up to Nesta. I cannot reach. Yes.
friendly fish boy.
That is a natural 18.
It's my armor class.
Doesn't matter. They crit.
They crit on an 18.
What the?
They crit on an 18th. They're a Vorpal fin. They crit on
Silvery
an 18.
barbs, baby.
19 and 20. Oh, okay. I'm still probably gonna hit, but that's a 21 total. I only rolled a 16 on that one.
I'm confused as to what.
I have to re-roll
it
with
didn't
the silver
crit.
barbs. I didn't crit you, but
He's
I,
still hitting you, but you're not taking a critical hit.
He rolled an
Yeah.
18 plus whatever,
Yeah.
which is 18
Yeah.
is not a
For
crit.
these creatures, an 18 and a 19 is a natural
And
20.
a 20.
Yeah. So in use silvery barbs, I have to re-roll. I rolled a 16 plus 5, so 21 to hit you.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, so at least it's not a crit.
Because it probably does something extra.
That is 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And it will move out.
And you have advantage
Directly
on
out that
something.
Hmm?
You have advantage on something.
Even further.
I have advantage on something?
There you
Yeah,
go.
because it's
Oh,
red barbs.
because
right
I was
there.
thinking.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you have to maintain concentration?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a concentration check.
Did you give yourself your advantage from silvery barbs though? Because you would have advantage on this check if you did.
Yep.
Yes, I will.
Roll with advantage.
Hell yeah.
So many things to keep track of.
Right?
So that's 13.
All you gotta do is beat a 10.
Yeah.
13.
So you save. That one's gonna go up to Nesta as well.
So
It's
that one
gonna
should
take damage
take,
as soon as it's.
As soon as it enters.
Great,
Wisdom
right,
save.
Wisdom save.
Fail. 4.
Go ahead and roll your 3d8 again.
It's 3d8. Fucking.
Yeah. You like so many dice.
I love that sound so much. What sound?
13.
13.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they come in, your guardians just.
Yeah, just how dare you! It's gonna swing at you. Oh, that's not very good. That's only 13 to hit.
Miss.
Miss. And it will go back out that way.
Shame.
Yeah, that's perfect. That one's gonna go in because they don't understand how this works.
Wisdom save.
Yep.
Roll it anyways because either way it's half damage.
That's only 12. So fail.
15.
15.
Brutalizing this thing. This is fucking great.
Yeah, that one like gets partially impaled on a blade that comes through on one of these divine guardians, and it bubbles. Yeah, bubbles. I was just like, dude, they didn't show, yeah.
This.
It's not dead,
Oh.
but it's fucking hurt. It will swing at you. Natural 20. I'll hold until someone wants to
You don't have
try.
a reaction anymore.
It's going through.
It's fine.
Okay. So that's
Cuts your head off.
crit. No. It's a lot of damage though.
They are.
That's 20 points to start.
Okay.
Oh.
Does that have an enhanced crit somehow?
Yeah.
Okay.
28,
Does the name like Vorpal? Yeah.
33 plus 3, 36 points of slashing damage. Oh gosh. As it rakes across, it finds some sort of opening in your armor and slices
Jesus.
deeply across your clavicle. And just blood begins to pour out and it will move away.
One more con save.
That was
Uh-oh.
36, so the DC is 13 this time.
No, that would
No.
be.
Oh, no.
16.
It's 16. Thank you.
36 would be 8.
It's a Constitution saving throw.
I just rolled an 8.
8 total. Spirit Guardians ends.
Well, that's not good.
Would have been 18 DC.
18 DC?
Yeah.
36? Oh, yeah. I'm bad at math.
We all are. That's why we play D&D.
We're all are.
A math game.
And bad talking.
And bad
These guys
speaking
aren't
face.
You're surrounded by math
These
boys.
two are going to move in on
You guys help me.
Wolfgang.
I like
Which
this.
one's first?
We'll say that one, the closest one. It's going to go around to the furthest side.
Okay. I attack it.
This one's going to move closer as well.
Oh, I haven't been.
I attack one of them.
Yeah, whichever one you like.
Wait,
The
Yeah.
first one that shows its face.
Just because you've like
So,
been doing
I
stuff
get
that's
advantage
not your turn.
for reasons?
So
No. You just get to swing. You don't have disadvantage because you swim.
Ooh. 12.
12. Yeah. Whiffs. It just swims underneath you. It's surprisingly quick and agile, and it can change its direction way faster than you thought. They close the distance. They are flanking, which gives them a +2 to the attack. Oof. That is 16 to hit. Misses. The other one will make its swing at you.
Thank God for this splint.
Oh man, I'm
17
rolling
AC.
terribly. Yeah, no, totally misses, even lower.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
They're going to swim off this way. So wait, it was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Half speed in there.
Oh, yeah.
So
10, 20,
30.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. If I can get them there. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. Professor, it is your turn.
I'm going to start swinging forward, and as I do, I'm going to switch to the great axe.
All right.
Which one of these fuckers looks worse?
The worst looking one is the pink dye.
Cool. I'm gonna get
Pink dye's gonna die.
right up there.
I can help you.
I don't need to go.
Do all myself down.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in for a swing as I'm swimming forward, propelled by the cloak. I'll have it like turn the side, and I'll barrel roll as the axe just comes swinging through.
All right, roll the hit.
That is a 23.
Yeah, that absolutely hits. Yeah, it's dead.
16 blessed damage!
Yeah, it only had 2 HP. It's dead.
I buzzsaw through it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It becomes
Splitting
a
it in
mess
half.
of-
Which one looks next bad?
Next bad. I believe would be that guy. No, him. Yeah.
As I finish cutting through, the cloak will like push out a direction, and I'll just
Taking a page out of the Vorpalfin's movements.
yeah.
He's learning. He's adapting.
That is a 22.
22 hits. Yes. Go ahead and roll damage.
That is 14 points of slashing damage.
14. Bisecting it once more.
I read about a great warrior named Anandra.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Oh my god.
How dare you? All right.
Yeah, and
You
then
still
I'll,
have some movement if you want to reposition yourself.
yeah, I'll just kind of square up and move in front of the last Vorpalfin.
Okay.
In combat and melee range?
No, I know it's gonna come at me.
All right. End of your turn?
Yep.
Top of the round. Kailas, you're up. I remember this time.
Okay. Seems like Phil's got that one. I'll look at the 2 behind Wolfgang and I. And he'll pull out the Rod of the Pack Keeper in one hand and have the scimitar in the other. And he'll 2 at the ones behind us.
Okay. One on each of them, or are you going to focus both on one of them?
I'm 1 on each of them.
Okay. Roll to hit.
19.
19 definitely hits.
And then 13.
13 misses.
Okay.
Yeah. Which one was the 13 on?
Let's say the blue one.
The blue one? Okay.
Yeah. 10 points.
10 points. Like one of its fins gets blown off its side. It's looking incredibly in pain.
Oh wait, Jin's Wrath. Oh, Jin's Wrath to it, so 3 more.
Fucking kill it, yeah, absolutely. It had 1 HP left.
God damn it.
Yeah, the orange one dies.
I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Moving to Nesta.
Great. I'm going to.
You know presently you're outside city limits.
Oh, thank God.
No laws out here, international waters.
That's pretty good.
As long as you're not within the walls of the city. Do what you want.
Great. Well, I'll heal
We've
myself.
broken so many laws in like a
Baby.
minute.
Yeah.
Fucking lake police just.
Yeah.
Well, and it's also like they know people are out here trying to solve the problem. Even with all this, they'd be like, no, they're doing the city a favor.
Yeah.
They pull up next to our boat. Rangwin's like, no, there's no one down there.
Oh my God.
It's just like, it's just fishing.
Imagine there's just like a submarine just at the limit of the city's waters, just watching you.
Break the laws over here, I dare you.
So I'll cast Healing Word at 2nd level.
Okay. Bonus action.
Bonus action. This guy.
No, that was your bonus action.
Oh.
Word.
No.
Where's the bonus action?
No. Okay. Well, I'll use my action to.
You could instead, if you don't want to do that as your bonus action, you could do 3rd level Aura of Vitality.
Do you have Cure Wounds?
Aura Vitality is pretty slow, I think.
That's okay, because I do want to. I want to use my action to fly. So I'll do that. So a radiant soul up out of the water.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and you fly up. How high up do you want to go?
Just hovering over the top of the water here.
Okay, so like
Rangoon.
we'll say 10 feet.
10 feet. Oh.
Rangoon's boner is seen from space.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
she's just watching you rise out of the water, drooling.
I imagine
I
Nesta
rise
does
really
like,
slowly too.
does like a hair flip
She
back.
does
Ariel.
Yeah, the little mermaid.
Amazing.
Hasn't gone in the water. Still a little wet.
Awful.
An extra D4, right?
That was funny.
Yes, it's an extra D4 for healing per level.
Mm,
So first level starts at 2. Because healing should be worth it in this game.
nice.
Oh,
Roll
all
around.
4s.
Nice.
Hell
Max
yeah.
healing.
You'll love to see it.
Excellent.
It's fucking awesome. I
All
don't think I've
right.
ever done that.
Wait, but also add your...
On all the
your-
die, yeah.
Yeah, that's
wisdom
super
bonus, too.
rare.
hmm
There should be
You
16.
normally add your
So add
wisdom
4 more.
modifier to it as well.
4 more.
Yeah, whatever you heal plus
And then give
wisdom.
yourself your temp HP.
God.
Senior Dirt Fist. You're up.
You're like, I'm fine.
Okay, let's capture the purpley. Yeah?
Oh right, we're capturing.
Okay. I will cast web.
I was waiting for you guys to just like forget.
Yeah, I'll cast web on purpley.
Web underwater. That's gonna be so interesting.
Yeah. So essentially what I'm trying to do is not create a permanent web, but I'm trying to wrap it like sushi.
Like a net.
Net it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. Deck save, correct?
Uh-huh.
Baboom. That is a 14. I fail.
16 deck
Yep.
save, yeah. So it will be...
Legendary resist. No.
Yeah, it'll be considered restrained.
We could have hit it with. Never mind.
Yeah.
Grappled and restrained.
And then I'll start pulling it towards us. So strength save, please, for telekinetic
Okay.
shove towards me.
I feel like this thing
Disadvantage,
has a
correct?
movement
Because
in
I'm
the
restrained.
water.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I know, just non-lethal damage. I meant not.
Yeah, that's a 7.
All right, so
I'm saying
5
that they
closer.
have, like, freedom movement or something.
So my gills drop away. I look like Frogman, not the creature from the Black Lagoon anymore.
Oh no, you're breathing underwater already.
Yeah.
You're fine.
And that was action, bonus action, and I'll start climbing out. I'll try to attempt to climb back into the boat.
Okay, yeah.
And get my my what is it, 3 strength of Unseen Servant to help lift me back into.
Sure, I'll allow an athletics check at advantage,
Great.
which you don't have swim speed currently, right?
Right.
So it would normally be a disadvantage.
Straight roll?
Straight roll, yeah.
All right. That's okay. Natural 19.
Oh yeah, you're
Oh,
fine.
okay.
For a 20.
Yeah.
Like a fish in water.
Mm.
Rangwin just hears like nails drop on the ground, and just like gets like shoulder checked by something, and you just get hoisted out of the water like a fresh catch.
Nice. All right.
Flop it around.
Ranglin, that was so refreshing. You should jump in after this is all safe.
Oh, I will.
Great.
Okay.
Once
Speaking
I'm
of,
done
it is now
ogling.
Rangwin's turn. Who?
You should pull it too. Help pull.
She does not have a swim speed.
But she has a
She-
telekinetic shove.
And she's strong. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she'll pull as well.
Force pull.
Under your wise guidance.
Wisedance.
Wisedance. Strength saving throw, disadvantage. No, it doesn't even matter. That was a 2.
I don't like
I
that.
don't like that either.
So 5 who were closer.
I feel sad about that. Yeah, Wolfgang.
You're
Wolfgang, you're up.
something so badly.
What's going
You're just sitting here like.
Wolfgang, it is your turn. You see a webbed vorpal fin that's kind of sinking a little bit, and then is occasionally like, whoop, like a jellyfish almost.
And I'm going to swim over to it and try to bring it the rest of the way.
Sure. Yeah, you immediately stick to the webbing, so you're stuck to that much at least, and you swim away.
I try to get onto the board.
Oh yeah, roll an athletics check. No
With advantage
disadvantage.
because he's raging?
Yeah,
He has a
yeah,
7,
it's a strength-based check. Yeah.
20
Oh, yeah.
something.
Yeah, you accidentally lodge it in the sails.
Dolphins out. Just
Yeah, and I oh, but it is attached to me, so I would have to go with it, right? Because I'm webbed with it.
You're like the webbing is like hanging over the boat. You're like, it's not. You didn't throw it so hard that it lifted you with it, kind of thing, because that's not how physics works.
And then how do I get myself out of this webbing now?
It's a strength.
Yeah,
it's
I'd
a
have
strength
to.
saving
Yeah,
throw.
it'd be a strength save for
But
you,
that's a full
or I'd have
action.
to dispel it.
No.
But I want it to stay
It's a what?
restrained.
It's a full action to do that, and you already use your action athletics. Get onto the boat, so you're just stuck to it.
I hate that. All right.
That's how webs work.
I'm still in the water, technically.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Because now the wall
What's going on
thins to.
Nothing. Brittany's just being silly.
This is amazing.
Dolphins here.
I just
I'm
saw
gonna
her
do a
start
strength
pulling
saving
it up,
throw
and
to
I'm
try
just
and
like,
break out of that. With disadvantage. Or
I'm
it's a
gonna wait
strength
for the right
check.
moment, but I was
And it would be a strength check to get out, but since
sorry.
it's out of the water, does it have a movement speed on land?
Yes, it does.
It has a land movement speed.
Yeah, it's 5 feet, but
Oh, damn.
it does have a movement speed. Yeah, as it flops away, essentially, trying to.
So it wouldn't be disadvantaged because of awkwardness
Magic
on
art
land.
music splash.
Well, it's at disadvantage because it's restrained and prone.
Yeah, but prone. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's prone, yeah. That's why I'm throwing the disadvantage on
Love it.
Which, yeah, total fail. It was a 4.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask too. All this through this fight, were my detect magic eyes going off on these fish?
I believe detect magic isn't concentration, is it?
No.
No. No, nothing was going off on the fish.
Okay.
Yeah. This one is going to rapidly swim away.
oh, bitch!
They don't understand you.
Hurry, let's get some water on this guy. We don't want him to
They
die.
have self-preservation instincts.
That's fair.
Oh, it's full action dashing. And it's way out of there.
I'm not catching that.
No.
I try to look for a tub, unless we're still on initiative.
No, at this point, with that one being in the scenario that it finds itself in, it's... Yeah.
Wolfgang's gonna try to pull his arm out of the web.
Without being in combat, it's easy enough to do.
Cool.
I'm gonna try and grab several of the fish that we killed.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Yeah, with your movement speed in the water,
Yeah.
it's easy enough to gather as much
gonna
as you
round
want
them
to. Mm-hmm. You gather, what is that?
There's-
Five corpses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll fly around, help load them onto the boat.
Perfect.
So out of battle map.
Yeah.
For now.
Someone help me get this thing in water so it doesn't die.
Ringwin runs over to help.
Buckets on here, right?
I'm gathering up fish.
Yeah, there's buckets to remove any water that would normally form up.
I'm gonna stay underwater, and I'm just
And Wolfgang's
Parole.
doing literally the same thing.
Yeah, you pull your hand
And
free and
swimming around, more sort of patrolling and making sure, but also really just enjoying the fact that I can fucking breathe underwater
it's a pretty cool
and
experience.
swimming at like a fish. That's pretty rad.
Yeah.
Especially for a guy who's not spent a lot of time in water.
Just for the sake of it, go ahead and roll perception checks.
I'm also especially I'm like circling around everywhere, but I pay special attention to the direction that the fish went.
Easy enough to see it until it goes beyond your dark vision sight.
How long do the temp hit points last?
Until we long rest, I think.
Yeah, until we
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, hell
What
yeah.
was it?
The temp
The
HP.
temp HP.
Yeah. It states nothing about it disappearing after combat. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I have almost 70 HP right now.
22.
You didn't take
22.
any damage?
Yeah, you see exactly where it's heading. You don't see any immediate dangers within your vicinity.
Huh?
Need healing, anyone?
And you feel pretty confident
Well,
about
we
that.
could probably rest up a little bit and
I think
not
you
have
need
to use your
healing.
magic.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Maybe you want to use your scroll and try to talk to this fish while we keep it alive with water?
Yes.
My
Yeah, Ring One is just like...
and my unseen servant is also continuously bucketing. And
Yeah,
I'm
I'd say there's
continuously bucketing.
only 2 buckets out
Okay,
here.
so
Unless
my
you guys
uns-
have one as equipment, there's only 2 buckets
So
currently.
I'll let my unseen servant do that while I just mage hand little cups at a time.
Yeah, just...
Yeah.
It is very much responding in that sensation of like, it is trapped, it knows it, and it's preserving its energy.
Oh,
and it's just like,
And I will dispel the web at that point.
okay.
I'll cast Speak with Animals.
If you dispel the web, it will try to do something.
Well, actually, so here's a question. How high up are the walls of this boat, do you think?
It's probably hip height, so for you, like, almost a little... Your head clears it a little bit.
Yeah. I'm going to wait until she starts talking with it, and then if it goes well, I'll dispel it.
Okay. The scroll is burned, wrapped in flames, bright green and white flames covering around it as the primordial magic dispenses from it. What do you say?
Hi there. My name is Nesta, and I would like to ask you why you are here and where you came from.
Merc bottom, merc bottom, merc bottom, merc bottom, merc bottom.
Merc bottom?
Merc bottom.
Merc?
Merc
Is that where you're
bottom.
from?
Merc bottom. Merc bottom. Merc bottom.
Why are you here?
Merc bottom. Merc bottom. Roll an insight check.
Mm-hmm. 21, dirty.
21. This thing is not in its right mind. It is centrally focused on one thought. Something is causing it from having its own thoughts to come through.
If you translate for me,
Okay. I would explain what I think to my friends, and I would. What do you need me to do? Translate?
I'm just trying,
Not to metagame.
I know. I'm sorry.
but also metagame.
Yeah, but also metagame.
Merkwood. Anyone? Not Merkwood.
Merkwood.
Merkbottom.
Merkbottom.
Where the elves are from?
The elves of Mirkwood. The elves of Mirkwood.
Does that mean anything to anyone? Merkbottom?
No, not really.
I'm underwater.
Oh,
Yeah.
Also
Great.
underwater.
Swimming like
Cool.
a fishy.
great.
I haven't
Merkbottom.
heard of it.
I would say with your perception check, you're hearing conversation, but you're not making out anything.
Oh, if I hear conversation, I'm gonna.
Yeah. like a fish.
I don't
Right
think
into
it's
the
in
deck.
his right
Ask it
mind.
how it can breathe in fresh water.
It's not.
It keeps getting splashed with water.
It's not
Can
communicating.
you, can you like heal it or
It's-
something?
Maybe I could. I mean, it seems like it's under some kind of
Could you restore it or like
illusion.
dispel it somehow?
or- yes. Can anyone?
Did someone say dispel
Thank
magic?
You go.
Woo, I was just waiting for that phrase.
You're welcome.
Cast a spell magic.
And it was almost natural.
Almost natural. Yeah. Like red die 40.
It's a porn category.
Red dye.
Anyway.
That's it. Almost.
You cast a spell magic. I would like a spell check.
Oh, some high level shit.
Happily. That'll be a total of 14.
13 was the DC.
Nice.
And
Well, isn't dispel magic? Because 13 would.
it's not based off of a spell. It's something extra. I just established a DC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
I was like
Yes.
14 would be like the start.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. It's something else entirely.
Nice.
Proceed.
As you feel the enchantment dissipate, and suddenly in your mind you see a flash of this like deep green and blue skin, gnarled teeth, hair like seaweed falling down this face, and it like lunges at you briefly, but you feel whatever spell disconnect.
Humanoid face?
Seemed humanoid, like seemed to have a nose, mouth, eyes.
Like a sea hag?
Maybe.
I hate hacks. Never should have come out here.
Yikes, that's a scary woman! Oh. Anyways, what were we talking about?
There's no one here. What?
Yeah.
What?
Did it work?
Weird vision. I don't know. Ask it, did it work?
How are you here? Swim.
Fast.
Swim fast. Yes.
That's kind of cute.
I'm on the swim fast diet.
Did someone control you? Someone tell you to come here?
Merkbottom.
What is Merkbottom?
Merkbottom.
Do you know what that is?
Strange.
It's strange. Yeah. Yeah, it's strange.
This is the
You're
way-
communicating with a very low intelligent creature.
I'm trying, baby. All right.
His big
I love it.
Yeah.
I love when
Where-
Esther turns into Austin Powers.
Are your others?
different.
You hear a big splash as Wolfgang Dolphin jumps out of the water. Just keeps going.
Wait.
Yep.
It's gonna happen. Wait.
As a rainbow breaks across the sky, glittering water splashing through the air, your locks back into the water. Worth it.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Okay. Listen, buddy. Where? I don't know what the fuck to ask him now. Why?
You where?
Where find?
Ask him where his home is.
Where home?
Rock deep.
Rock Deep. Is that near here?
Is that north or south of Merkabah?
Do you think a fish knows what north and south is?
Can you point? If I do this, can you tell me when to stop? Which direction?
Oh, I love this. I want you to roll a performance check.
Is it up or down?
And I'm gonna roll insight.
10.
It's just it's kind of following as best it can your hand. You're not really sure what that means, but it is pointing with a fin.
Perhaps you could have it guide us, if it's rest of its control.
Guide, like swim?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna die the second we put it back in the water. Now that its magic effects have been removed.
Well,
Oh,
So it's a try, I guess.
It's staying alive with us just
Yeah,
pouring
well-
water on it right now.
We suppose.
I'd like to do one contingency.
okay.
I'm going to,
You good?
on the boat, face step
No, it's dying.
just 5 feet over. It needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I'm
Good
so
charm this
good at these. 6.
It doesn't beat my 16, so it is
No.
now charmed.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Should we put it back in the water? I think it's about to die.
You're noticing water's being poured on it.
That might not be enough. I know a lot of fish will die if they don't actively swim and circulate oxygen through the water into their gills.
Might be part of it.
If no one,
Ask it to. We're going to put him back in the water. Ask it to swim towards. I guess this
Merc
bottom.
Yes, I'll do that. Oh.
And I'm going to jump in as they're throwing the fish in.
It just wobbles.
release web finally.
Okay.
Wolfgang sees it and acts out and starts to swim towards it.
Put your ass
He didn't get the
away.
memo.
It swims over to him and like hides behind him.
So it's.
I've
so
seen
it's-
that. I'm like,
It's charmed by me for 1 minute.
Yeah, so it's swimming to you as this guy's coming
I'm gonna
after.
hold up and.
We talk to the fish. He's a friend now.
I'm underwater. You can't hear you.
Fish are friends.
No food.
I'm gonna swim up and.
Such a good job.
I only have a minute of this. I can use my other ones to continue it, but we best get a move on now.
Rangwin starts untying the rudder and trying to learn from you, is attempting their best to.
Can I assist that?
Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna pop in and have you come down in the water with me.
Mm-hmm. We're both there.
Can you tell it to swim towards the bottom and we'll follow it?
I'll tell him.
And I'll kind of look at it and
Just go straight down.
Honestly, that's where I think it is. It does.
It begins to swim straight down.
We gotta take a short rest and go straight down.
let them know when
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I see you. I follow, Professor.
It heads straight down for a moment and then right angles and continues moving forward.
Okay. Let me know when it's been a minute.
Okay.
Or almost a minute.
Is the ship following as well?
Yeah,
As fast as possible?
as best as I can
Follow
track
it down.
Okay. Well, not down,
The
but
ship just.
so it started going down. It maybe went about 100 feet before it re-angled.
Oh, so I could still see it.
Yeah, it's a
120?
little. Well, it has far less to do with darkness and more to do with the movement of
Water
water.
displacement.
Yeah.
Just stick my head under.
I would probably not be swimming too far deep.
Okay.
Also, my wings are gone by now. But
Yeah.
I would probably because I can still see it. I'll be guiding them.
All right.
Just sacred flame.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, whatever works. As you guys begin to move forward, following this vorpal fin to depths and forward, we're gonna take a break.
Yeah, we are.
Hey.
All right. An interesting ally suddenly made.
Dominic's like, this is not where I thought it was going to go.
Not in the slightest. I knew you
Asking
guys
a
might
fish
capture
for
it, but-
directions.
All right. It's the abrupt cutoff. There's no descent out of it. It's like a roller coaster that just lets you fly.
Humans have evolved.
And on that note, we will see you guys back
Let's
here
get out of
tomorrow.
here.
Someone got a free.
And welcome back to the dolphin stream.
Dolphin
That's what we're
ASMR.
known for,
It's
dolphins.
Dolphins. All right. Bringing us back into the moment. You guys had just finished your
Well, we're a good ship today then.
Yeah, you did.
brief encounter, if slightly challenging, maybe just a little bit.
Yeah, boxer brief encounter.
Do a boxer brief encounter with a gang of vorpal fins.
Gaggle.
Managing to save one of them and, strangely enough, interrogate a fish. Releasing a mind-controlling effect, potentially, that was on its inside of its fishy brain.
Where were you on the night of the...
Yeah. You didn't even tell me, you just punched me. You learned of something called Merc Bottom, or someone known as Merc Bottom. With you briefly seeing the
You know, I
image
heard a
of...
bidet can really solve that.
God.
You bring it back to the moment and the fish is swimming. You're following it.
Can I prestidigitate some salt in the water around the fish?
No.
Well,
To suddenly
we're also,
create
like,
salt
way away
from
you.
nowhere.
Yeah.
It does say you can flavor.
You can flavor something, but it's an illusion. It's not actually
Can the water
salt.
taste salty?
Sure. Yes, absolutely it can. You should just form it in front of its mouth. Right in front of its gills.
At least it'll die happy.
I mean,
my God.
realistically, all I need to do is get eyes on where this thing is, and that's all I need.
All right.
Yep, that's
I am
heat-
trying to
heat
follow
modes in
you,
for 3 minutes.
but am not as fast in the water.
Swimming.
I've still got Longstrider up.
Yeah, you do it an hour long.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still not as fast.
Swimming forward. Whoever's sailing this ship is going to need to make a survival check to track.
So there's Renquin and I, so can I do it with advantage?
Sure.
I think the other two, you two were not. You two were down the underwater.
We're
with us?
both
Yeah.
underwater.
The manta rays.
I believe you three are underwater.
We're doing a manta ray routine when we swim.
10. 10. Okay.
We do that thing
As you're
again.
sailing along, you're seeing whatever stream is kind of popping up during that. You completely lose track of the vorpal fin. But you do, since you guys were swimming still a little bit up with a lower downwards angle, you could still see this fish swimming forward. There's a bit of a connection hiccup for you where you're like, oh, the charm's over.
I'm gonna.
Okay. Appearing right next to it. Wisdom save. That's cocked. Ooh, fail. That's a 2.
Yep.
It continues swimming. How many more times can you do that?
I got one more.
Here we go. It's a minute, and you guys will be going for a while. That is only a 13.
Fails.
Fails. For only 3 minutes, but you have it.
They're fast though.
They are fast. This is whether or not the ship can keep up.
And you can keep talking to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
As long as they can hear you.
We're here, buddy.
It's swimming very quickly. very quickly outpacing all of you.
Slow down, friend.
Slow down.
Roll a persuasion check.
Cool your jets, buddy.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. It starts to pull back a bit, hanging a little closer. And as your charm effect officially comes to an end, I will roll something.
Okay.
With an 18, it's a buddy.
It's a buddy!
I have a fish friend.
Again, they're not pack creatures. They normally hunt on their own. So, they're like, I don't have friends.
No,
do now,
buddy.
pal.
Mhm.
You
Fish
do
are
have-
friends.
Not food. Except stick dolphins.
That's 3 references to Finding Nemo tonight.
What do you expect?
So far.
Yeah, but you're underwater.
Just keep swimming.
4.
Sherman,
It-
42 will be wasted.
It starts to
Dude.
draw back, and actually, without your drive or pull or
Right, guys?
wish, it does try to keep you guys closer. It is guiding and leading you to where it calls home.
What a good little fishy friend.
Mm-hmm.
That means Salter's gonna die.
He's fine.
After a while, whoever is closest to it, there is this like muscle spasm that's starting to happen in its body.
Oh no!
But it's pushing through, persevering.
Good riddance.
Right.
Oh, I got it. I'm gonna.
You're not
like
up-
a quarter mile away.
You can't
Above
even
the water.
see
Oh,
this.
could I cast water breathing on it though? It just needs to be a willing creature. It doesn't have to be a person.
You can't see it. Currently, with a 10, you have lost track of everyone.
Okay, seeing it starting to struggle in the water,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to occur to me that maybe he can't breathe. So I could take off my manta ray
Oh my god.
and put it around
Then
him.
you lose swim speed.
He could breathe then.
Dominic!
You did this with a buffalo!
I did do this with a buffalo once, so I have a history.
And you were the DM then, too.
I was the TM then. Okay, you take a deep breath.
She has water
Nope.
I
breathing.
still have water breathing.
Oh, you do still have
Yeah.
water breathing. That's right. You just lose the swim
your
speed. That's right.
And then I'll hold on to him.
You put a 400.
I'll pull you along.
Why is this working?
I want to hold the fish.
No.
Thank you.
With a now 40-foot movement speed on the fish.
We fly, baby.
60.
I need another persuasion check. I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
You're wrapping it in a cloak and then asking for a ride. 10.
We're friends, though.
It
At advantage.
takes the cloak.
And swims
It
away
does
with your rental.
not let
Okay, that's fine.
you
I'll ride with you.
ride.
I'll take
Yeah.
it.
Oh, she did. Yeah. I forget people
Yeah.
have money.
You'll be moving at 30 feet. But I think Long Strider will...
Long Strider's still going.
It is, but it's still half movement speed and your
Be
maximum
20.
is 60.
Yeah.
So it
70.
would still drop down to a 30.
No, it makes my maximum 70, so that'd be 35.
Is it tacked on or does it replace it?
No, it's tacked on.
It's an additional...
10 feet of long
Just
stride?
additional 10 feet of movement.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Target speed increases by 10 feet.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so yeah, 70 cut in half.
Does it though? Because
Yes.
water's different.
But you're carrying someone.
Oh, sorry.
Functions the same.
It's like holding a rock.
I don't think so.
And they also, and this individual currently doesn't have a movement speed either, so they're like a stone that you're swimming with.
Oh,
Can I tuck
In-
her in the hood?
And I believe you're in heavy armor too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can let
You're
go.
you're fighting a lot of things right now.
You gotta keep up with the fish. I'll swim a little slow.
Yeah.
I'll-
Well, give me
Scoop you up and
I'll say if
take
you
you
don't.
with me then.
I'll say if you don't hear from me,
Just wait longer.
I'm not going to specify a time, but after an uncomfortable amount of time, if you don't see or hear anything from me, cast sending and message me.
Okay.
All right.
I'll be dragging you along because I can still swim.
Thank you.
All right.
Above water.
Following a cloaked and hooded fish.
He looks so cool.
Looks so the coolest looking
No, he
fish.
doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Swimming forward, you follow along as best you can in this moment. It's
Yeah.
easy, it's actually easy enough.
I need that hood.
It is actively like, I'm not going
Oh,
to
you
push
did.
beyond this. Coming above water, Frogman, you have lost sight of your allies.
Once I picked her up, I'm probably going to come to the surface.
Okay.
Because
Roll a perception check.
Sure. Terrible at that. 11.
11. You see pretty far off in the distance, heading away from you all at a bit of an angle, is your boat. With Frogman 1 foot up on the edge, just very confident in where he's going.
Nesta, can you do something about this?
Oh,
Give a
God.
Kyle's is
cantrip
playing
you
some
can throw into the sky or something?
very
Yeah.
brave and heroic music for Frogman.
Yeah,
Bellows
I'll
behind him.
Washington crossing the Delaware?
Yes. Yeah, it very much has that feel.
Yeah, I'll
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame, just, yeah.
Okay, roll another perception check.
I wish people were helping me. 10.
Can I help?
Yeah, you're more than welcome to.
I'm helping him look cool, so I'm helping.
Sure.
Oh wait, no, I'll just give you advantage.
Yeah, he can have advantage.
19.
19.
There we go.
Kylus is just like, Frogman.
Oh yeah, that's where I was looking the whole time.
Ringo
Course.
kind of course corrects. Steering off, you see your boat is moving closer towards
Just
you.
like holding.
It's still very gently
holding
moving.
Nesta by the arm.
As
I'm
the
just like,
boat just
fucking idiots.
I'm going to cast enlarge on the sail.
Okay,
Try to catch more wind.
sure. On just the sail itself.
I mean, can I do the whole mast?
I don't think so.
That
Because
is
they're
a bad idea.
they're different bodies, and not only that, the ropes that are keeping them there.
Yes.
Can I? Would you call the
You're
boat an object?
As a whole, no. As a whole, yes.
Yeah.
Hate me all you want. I was proud of that.
Alright, we're ending this episode.
Get in the chat.
In the chat, tell us.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. Yeah, it's because it's not one object. It has a lot of moving pieces to make it move.
So we
even at
arrive
this
back
size.
with the
Also, enlarging it increases its mass. It would move slower in
Yeah,
proportion to
'cause,
how
like-
large it got, anyways.
When I picked up Nesta, I had already lost him. So I'm just going to
Yeah, because you're reduced down to 15 feet.
15 feet.
20. Because I have it.
40.
I have
Oh,
it
because he has long strider as well.
Alright, so
But I'm
20.
holding her,
But
so
still,
it's-
I'm going 70.
70.
Yeah. So I'm like, I lost you. You were just. All right. That's when we came to the surface, and now we're. Should we just wait for the boat?
You guys, yeah, it doesn't take terribly long. They weren't that far away, but they were,
About to be.
yes. Course correcting, you guys do eventually meet up.
Kind of.
Well, did
Right.
you get mugged?
Huck.
Oh,
Nesta onto the
no,
boat.
I gave it away
To who?
temporarily.
Where'd you meet someone down
To
here?
the fish.
You gave your hood to the fish.
Yeah, no, this actually tracks. I think this makes sense.
Right,
So
but-
you do need it back
You're
though
right.
because I'm renting it.
Yeah, right.
It's a rental.
Anyone told you that you're maybe too nice?
I do get that a lot actually.
Yeah. Maybe take it to heart.
That's okay. The fish gave you some kind of collateral, right?
He was gonna die if I didn't do it.
Oh.
Wait. I think this was a great idea.
Thank you.
Does the cloak
Wait.
let you breathe underwater?
Yes.
Did the professor follow it?
Mm-hmm.
Or does
Yes.
it just give you a swim speed?
No, it does both.
It does
Okay,
both,
okay.
yeah.
Let's hope we get it back.
Yeah.
I'm sure. It'll be fine. Phil will do great down there.
He's great at communicating with animals.
I'm sure his bitter hatred of me will keep him alive.
Yeah.
It does well enough for the rest of us.
Oh.
I need to survive so I can figure out Kylus.
We're gonna make a feed.
So do we sit
called
here and
spite.
wait?
Well,
Well, he said if I
Spite of
don't
it.
hear
I don't
from
have
him,
spite, I have spite.
yeah.
Indomitable
He said if I
spite.
don't hear from him in a long time, I could cast sending and get an update.
well, in the meantime, should we just take a little nappy?
Sounds lovely.
Yeah. Okay. Put me in your ring.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Sorry.
Coming back to the professor, moving forward with your fishy friend. Cloaked. They head directly down now.
As I see that, I'm just gonna.
Oh God.
Swimming down becomes
As in-
darker.
As I'm trying to keep distinct track of the
With
directions
your
I've been.
keen mind, that is not hard. You actively know where north is, even within a 3-dimensional space
Yeah.
where you can move up and down at the same time.
I still have her dark vision, right?
Yes.
I believe so, yeah.
So I'm.
Because it's not proximity
I have
based,
dark
right?
vision too.
Yeah.
Does that do anything in this scenario?
So do I.
Well, you're not there. Neither
I
are
know.
you, so...
You're in the sun.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
wondering if it does anything.
It feels fine.
You just look out into the horizon, and then all of a sudden, it's getting dark.
It's getting dark.
Descending further down into these depths. Your eyesight, you're keeping them. You're not really sure what gender this corporal fin is. It's they.
Do you see reproductive organs?
Fish.
You're not there. You see the Vorpal fin swimming down and then moving back and then swimming down and moving back, keeping you within close proximity to it before it starts moving forward. And as you meet that point and start moving forward, you see bottom, earth, stone underneath you.
That clock. How long was I traveling straight down?
Not terribly long, like less than a minute.
Okay, but that's still
A straight
almost
shot
700
down.
feet.
Yeah. It's very low down.
Cool.
This is a very, very deep lake.
70 stories.
This is rad. This is fucking rad.
Swimming down, you immediately see a collection of algae and different lakeside vegetation growing through this space. A few little like freshwater crabs just kind of off to the side, swimming forward. You swim, and you start to see flying past you debris, broken masts, broken ships, pieces of wood throughout this space, sunken ships within this area.
Ooh, I think our two problems are one and the same.
Oh, I am pretty sure that was the case.
Swimming forward even
Somebody say
further,
spell
you
components
come
or
to the rocky terrain kind of alters and changes, but then eventually the Vorpal fin stops. Swimming, looking, turns to look at you. If it could cock its head, it did. It just kind of barrels to the side a bit.
I'm gonna look around and take in my surroundings.
And it will start to swim away.
Just like away.
Its friend isn't there.
With the cloak.
Get their cloak!
Yeah, I'm gonna realize that like it's leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, you can tell. This thing's like, oh, I did what I need to do. Bye.
I'm gonna feel really guilty,
Kill the animal.
but I'm going to go after it and grab onto the end of the cloak and
Okay. It doesn't really know what this cloak is necessarily, but I still want you to make just a general athletics check.
You're pretty weak. That shouldn't be easy.
He's got old man strength.
13.
13.
Tactical athletics.
Not really, unless you have something like that. No, but it wasn't terribly hard. It's not actively trying to keep the cloak. It doesn't really know what the cloak is per se.
Yeah.
In
You-
3 to 6 minutes, it will float to the
Pull it
top
off,
10.
and it kind of struggles a bit, but off into the darkness.
I'm gonna kind of stop and just hope that it can make its way to
The
the
ocean.
water somehow.
Okay.
But I'll
Say a
take
little prayer for you.
I'll take the cloak and kind of tie it off to something secure on my person, and then I will turn around and take a look at where I'm at.
Yeah, roll a perception check. It is disadvantage. Dim light down here. No coloration is seeping through.
You'll see it on the other side. But what a pyre for it.
You can always revivify it.
God, you totally could. You gotta find it now.
Hey, it led you to this point.
There's
now.
a 6. I got
6.
a 2 and a 16.
It is hard to discern much down here. There's no light to offer any guidance or any change in visibility at any point. At least when it's like a bright moon above ground, there's clouds that will part a bit, offering a little bit more of sight. But down here,
So
no
I don't see
light.
anything in 300 feet.
I mean, you see things, but nothing that's popping out per se. You have rock and vegetation, bits of scraps of wood nearby. Yeah, but within 300 feet, you're not too sure.
I realize that there isn't much that I can see of note, so I'm gonna kind of stop, concentrate, look at my surroundings, get a good mental image, and then I'm just gonna
Straight up.
full action dash. Just
Doesn't take you terribly long. What is it? It takes
Probably like an hour.
like a minute, right? Because you're moving 70 feet.
Yeah.
And 700 feet, roughly, give or take. Crushing out of the water, you are granted plenty of sunlight as it's nearing 3 o'clock or so at this point.
I don't slow down as I'm approaching the surface, and I'll be,
Busting out of the water.
well, as I peek, I want to try and find the ship.
Okay, roll a perception check.
It's not a disadvantage because I'm
It's not a disadvantage.
16.
16. From this distance, kind of hard to make anything out.
Sun's out, right?
Sun's out.
Buns out.
I'm
buns out?
going to.
And you start to come back down to gravity.
Well, fuck it.
See, look, there's nothing there.
As I'm.
Miraculous. How do you pee?
Stop.
Please.
Just prestidigitate it out from within me.
Oh, that's how Nesta poops. According to Rankin.
I don't plan on using this in the ocean because I don't want to accidentally lose it. So, as I'm falling, I'm going to take out the javelin of lightning and throw it directly up.
Ooh, cool.
Sure enough. Okay. Yeah, that is enough to catch one individual's attention, Nesta.
Thank you, passive
As
perception.
you see rocketing into the sky just this bolt of blue and white energy that you've never seen before.
Let's go away.
That's interesting. I will cast sending.
Okay.
And call him. I'm gonna say,
Hey, boy.
hey buddy.
Hey, baby.
You've reached Professor Filson Oliphant.
Just saw some freaky lightning in the sky. Where you at, home skillet?
Oh, skillet.
You've got 9 more words if you want.
Dolphin noises.
Humans have
Get
evolved.
my cloak.
I am directly below the lightning. I have your cloak. It is incredibly dark where the fish led me to. Requires further investigation.
Head to that lightning.
Aye, aye, Captain.
As it hits the peak in the javelin, I will wait for it to come down and
Easy enough to do. Yeah. Catching the javelin, placing it on your side.
Badass.
Bit of time passes, not terribly long, having a very clear target.
Like an hour.
Let's just throw out numbers. Sailing
yeah,
forward.
because I swam there and it didn't
I know.
like 10 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm just trying to get a short rest.
No. You guys eventually see someone bobbing in the water that looks very familiar.
Hey.
These carcasses are looking awfully weird these
When I
days.
see the ship approaching, I'll kind of like, I'll action dash down and then
Sure. Like catching.
Fancy.
We all just kind of.
Well,
Hey,
Sun
Professor.
shine.
Well, that's when you're doing it like when you guys are like 500 feet away, so you can see where I'm at.
I thought you were trying to jump into the boat.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
No, once I see the boat approaching, I'll just swim up to it.
I thought you were going for
So neat.
Yeah, right?
Oh, no.
You eventually meet back
Jump
up
in
and
like a
climb onto the
fish in
boat.
the
Easy
early
enough to do.
I'll untie the other extra cloak of the manta ray and hand it back to Nesta.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank you.
Did he expire?
I took it off and he seemed to struggle for a second and then swam away.
He was a good fish.
He was a
What's his
grand fish.
name?
I never got his name.
Oh, look, there he is.
I would cry.
Do you guys speak with dead?
Yeah, she used it on her best friend.
My best friend and a fish. My two best friends.
Her two best friends.
Flounder.
Well, this fish led me all the way down. I could see the bottom of the lake, approximately 700 feet below.
Well,
There's things in the surroundings, but I couldn't find anything in particular. It's very dark down there.
I have dark vision now.
So do I, and even with that, it's very hard to make things out.
So what's this all been about?
Oh, you could. Never mind.
Well, I mean,
What's that?
No, nothing.
No, what? Not nothing.
I could see down there just fine.
Why do you constantly see? This is why.
I don't want to go down there and fight a hag. I just got done with my dealings with hags recently.
Kylus,
we'll dispel you again, buddy.
I'm gonna walk up right in front of him. Kylus, you're not alone this time.
Fine. Fine.
But
What,
I mean,
what is a hag?
Terribly disgusting creature.
We've killed some terribly disgusting creatures. What's the difference?
They can put curses on you. Crazy magic.
I'm gonna be afraid of heights. Ooh, I'm so scared.
No, like, she can make you afraid of, Sticky.
She would take. Really?
yeah.
I'll
I don't
protect
like that.
you.
I said fine, alright?
How are you gonna do anything down there?
I can breathe under there.
That's about all you can do, right?
I mean, I'm really good at anti-magic. I'm not really good at the pew 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 pew.
All right.
Anti-magic would be fantastic.
But
I have an idea.
Yeah.
You got rope?
Yes.
Of course you do. Let's tie you to my back.
I always like feeling close to you.
That's.
Aw.
Give him rope.
I'm gonna need your help because I can't really do it.
I'm actually
Yeah,
quite good
I'll-
with knots.
Froggy.
I will also say there's spare rope on the ship as well in case anything were to snap. You could potentially repair it.
All right, hop up. Let's do this.
But so I'm happy to, but I would be better at anti-magic if we did take that hour-long rest you were talking about. I could refresh my stuff. Are we in a time crunch for any reason?
No,
really,
I'm
actually.
fully all right with taking an hour rest.
Yeah,
The
I
only
mean,
thing I'm concerned about is that if
Giant shark.
this thing, and also if it is some sort of hag or other creature controlling these things, it may know that it just had some of its control wrested from it.
but then it'll have to come out of its lair to come
And we
get
could
us.
be caught as sitting ducks within an hour or not.
But we're either sitting ducks up here or we're walking straight into its home turf down there. I think either way we're at a disadvantage.
I would say at this point, discretion might be the better move here.
So resting up, at least then we give ourselves a chance
And-
at an advantage.
Realistically, Professor, it's really nice out right now. On the lake.
Beautiful summer day.
It's kind of.
Well, I suppose you do pose a point. I'm feeling quite fine, so I will be in the water patrolling.
I'll be right behind you.
Begins to float on back.
No, he's in the boat, just kind of.
Oh, okay.
I'll jump in the water and
Sure.
patrol.
Yeah. It's considered light activity. Like, you can do that as part of a short rest if you needed
I
to.
don't need anything.
Fair enough.
I don't need anything either, but it's a nice day.
All right.
I'm
I'm gonna get that spell slot.
Gonna spend an hour?
Yes, I will cast Hex beforehand to get that.
Okay.
Up.
Hex is out and available.
I'm full HP, so I don't need to do anything.
I'm a warlock.
Okay.
I spent
Doesn't.
one spell.
You're keeping watch, correct?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Hit die.
I'm gonna cast Lemon's tiny hut.
Okay.
On the boat?
On the boat.
Sweet.
It's only a
Our
9.
little orb.
Just
9?
Yeah,
Okay.
so we're just protected against.
We have a houseboat now?
We have a houseboat now. So
This.
that way, other creatures and objects can't get through it, and magical effects can't extend or be cast through it. So.
We haven't taken many jobs, but it's been a good one so far.
Yeah.
I can't complain.
Poor Amy, our fish friend.
Amy,
There
no.
she is.
Amy Vorpal.
It's fine. I saw the professor.
I made a whole joke. I
Did you
can't.
grab the, you grab the fish?
Yeah.
I saw that Kyla's grabbing 5 other Amy's. It'll be
Oh,
fine.
there's like a ton of fish on
Yeah.
deck right now.
We'll be eating plenty good Amy's tonight. Oh, and there's the Goliath fish thing today too, isn't there?
Yeah.
Tonight would be the night that the Goliath fish is
I'm
prepared.
excited
at
about
the
that. You guys have never
Dominic
had it, right?
No.
Can't say that I have.
You're gonna love it.
How much had
Can't wait.
So you can use up to how many you have. So you can
Penguin
have
kind of
five
looks to
like
you
that.
all and is just like,
Use all of them if you want.
since I
right now. You only get
can't
up to
really
half each one
swim,
has.
Stay in the boat.
yeah.
Your boat.
Doing-
Your
I
boat,
also
man.
want to make sure the boat's not going to disappear while we're down there too. I can keep it corrected, I think.
Right.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Yeah.
You got this.
You're right, Wolfgang.
I usually am.
I got this. She stands.
That's pretty good.
Just roll 5d8.
Nothing but
Yeah.
confidence on that one.
Yeah.
You're go ahead and press short rest.
You guys have noticed that today Wolfgang's been a lot less Johnny on the spot with helping out around.
Hey, you're so relaxed today.
Just having a good day.
You just feel released.
Anyways,
This is the moment
Can
where I
Frogned
love
look
the
him in
meta.
the eye?
what'd you say?
Can Frogned look him in the eye now?
Yeah, I've come to terms with it.
Yeah.
I've dealt with
Only for
the
a brief
war.
moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
His 2 eyes, not the third eye.
Yes. No, it's the two of you together when I just can't help but see the actions and see the puzzle piece.
Your short rest is completed. What do y'all do? At this point, it's a little after 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
After an hour goes by, I'll pop up and
Yeah.
Ready to do this?
I've been ready for quite some time.
Light lasts for a long time right now, being the height of summer, so you've got probably 4 to 5 hours before it starts to get dark.
How long does your dark vision last, Brittany?
Oh,
Is it an hour?
I'm pretty sure it's over by now.
But
eyes
hit
of
points
night.
remain.
Yeah, 1 hour.
Yeah. So somewhere in the middle of the rest, it would have faded.
It's once per long rest. Unfortunately.
Well, I got 60 feet to work with.
Yeah. That's okay. I can still see it to 120. I have dark vision.
Well, Kyla says that he can see
You're gonna be my
everything,
eyes.
so you'll be our eyes now.
Lovely.
I will be right beside you to
You
keep
could
you
also
safe.
cast light if you want
Appreciate
it.
I will cast light.
There we go.
I'm almost not sure if
On what?
light is a good idea.
No?
We don't
Yeah.
want to give our position
For
away.
sneakiness.
You don't.
Did you?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Shall we?
Let's do it.
I
Strap-
gotcha.
Strap you out on my back.
But do we think this is going to be like a big fight? Or do you think this will be like a little...
Hopefully there's no fight.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably like another
No, I'm just...
3 hours.
Yeah.
It's cool. I mean, 'cause I do have this hut here. It will last for 8 hours.
Nice. Well, then we can come back right after the fight.
Once you step outside of it, it will dissipate. You have to stay within its center.
Just
You
putting it
wanna
out
wait
there.
for 8
I'm just
hours?
putting it out
Long
there. That
rest.
it's...
I'm gonna be up here.
So,
you guys have fun.
The only issue is then if we do wait there 8 hours, it'll be nighttime and
I don't think we have time to wait.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, all right. Just wanted to put it out there.
Onward and downward.
Let's go.
all right.
I'll lead the way down.
Following behind.
I'm on him like a cloak.
You all begin
You
to
are literally
descend
tied to my back.
into the darkness of this water, descending down further and further and further.
How quickly do I lose sight of everything because it is, what, pitch black for me down here?
Yeah, I mean, it dissipates pretty quickly. Light does not travel very far
Froggy's being your
through
eyes.
water.
I squeeze my thighs together to tell you to go faster. And then I pull your ears to...
It
The
is-
first time you try to slap your hand.
It is also the first time your blind sight
How do you make a horse
does
stop?
not feel like it's helping.
Pull the ring.
You don't feel the ground.
You would see the
You don't-
occasional blue glow of Callus's eyes looking back.
Like a predator.
Yeah.
Right? Just like,
I say...
Oh, no.
Yep.
you
I
descend.
quickly realize what you're trying to do.
Yeah,
and-
pull your hair to make you slow down.
It's not how you make him slow down.
I don't have brains,
Makes him
okay?
go faster.
Just makes him go
Just
faster.
makes me go faster. As Vicky.
Oh, wow, I thought you guys like picked up on that way sooner.
I knew they didn't.
I softly vomit into the water.
Your blind sight kind of catches a bit.
2.5 minutes, more like a minute 15 at this speed.
He's like bonus action
45
dashing.
seconds for, but-
You all descend further and further and further into the water before eventually you two would notice at first the bottom. But you, with your keen mind, you're like, we're getting very close.
Yeah.
Coming to the bottom of the water. You look about. Even with 120, it's still very dark down here. No coloration seeps through on any of the algae that forms through, except for you.
So
I'll
vibrant and bright down here.
I'll turn to him. Have it, Callus.
Which is an interesting thought. Something like, how are you seeing color when there's no light down here? That's magic.
Ass devils.
Be the light you wish to see in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, shadow boy over here.
Be the light you want to see in the world.
Be the light you want to get rid of in the world.
14.
14. You do have to move around a little bit. There is still limitations to how far it's going, but you do kind of swim around, essentially making like a perimeter check around.
I'm swimming right next to him the entire time.
Okay. As you're swimming, you notice off to the right-hand side, the base of this lake begins to rise a little further, forming a bit of a rock formation, and you see laying in front of it, slanted to the side, is what used to be the top deck of probably a very large ship. Beaten, battered, torn apart. It's not the full deck anymore, but it does seem like resting at a diagonal there.
I would have mentioned when I got back to everyone that I saw shipwreckage.
Okay, yeah.
So
This isn't unusual that you're seeing this, but it does seem purposefully placed.
Well, yeah, this does seem just a wee bit out of place here. This large ship that none of you can see.
It's all very muffled conversation down here.
Yeah.
The only reason
I'll
you're
get like
able to,
close enough.
Yeah, I would say like within 20 feet, you guys are fine. Any further than that, it's starting to become a little bit harder.
Okay.
Sound doesn't
See
actually
his
sound
glowing
travels
blue eyes.
really well underwater. Actually,
But our human abilities, or I guess mine,
that's why
but
most things
our
like that.
abilities to hear underwater are severely
It's different.
limited.
Yes.
All right, well, let's make a daisy chain, link arms, and follow me.
I'll swim around and relay that to everyone.
Okay.
Okay. I'll link arms with whoever's next to me.
And
Correct.
I'll message to you, hey, how many of us have message? That might be easier.
Oh, I don't.
I'm all out.
Message is a cantrip.
Oh, I do have message, yes.
We call sending a message a lot. So.
I'll link up with you, but I will put myself in the front with my shield forward.
Okay, so I'll hold whoever's. So you in front, me, then whoever's after.
I'll go after.
Okay.
Then me and Froggy pulling up the rear.
Run that by me one more time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's actually really easy to
4.
track.
Because we're one
Yeah,
person.
except I'd be lashed onto his chest at this point, so that he's like.
I baby Bjorn you?
Yeah.
Tied some really good knots.
So I was able to spin around, baby Bjorn him.
All right.
This is gonna be great.
You all begin to move forward towards this large hulk of hull.
I'm just coughing out his chest hair.
Oh, there's a lot of this.
It's so long, it's moving around like seaweed.
Oh my god. You're basically in your own anemone.
You don't notice it when you're above water because it all curls in, but over here it's just free flowing.
You're the clownfish to my sea anemone.
Why is it stinging me?
I need this fan art.
There's a lot of fan art from this episode.
Yeah.
100%.
Everyone in the chat.
I just want to see that vorpal fin in the hood. Just like, hey guys.
I just want to see Frogman lost in chest hair.
That's his hunger of Hadar.
Yeah.
Why is it whispering?
Moving up to this point, it's a hole. It does extend upwards, and with your line of sight, you do see that it ends and continues. You know, there's more beyond it, but
Should I knock?
I don't think that's wise.
Sorry. Probably smart.
Can I try and investigate and see if I can see anything particular about it?
sure. Roll an investigation check.
Tactical assessment.
I might actually.
Can I give him advantage since I'm kind of helping?
If you want to help
see?
him, oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah.
That's better. I'll technically assess for this as well.
How many of those do you have?
I get 4. Per short
And he
rest.
gets all of them back at a short
Per
rest.
short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, Battle Master feats, baby.
And the dice go up too, so it'll become a D10 and a D12.
That is a
Or maybe just
25.
D10.
25. You immediately assess that there were very large rocks that have been drug up from a different part of the lake. You're not entirely certain where, but it was braced at the bottom to essentially keep this thing from sliding. You assess there's probably something behind this large whole piece of wood. And by large, I mean it's bigger than this wall over here. It is a very large chunk of wood.
I'm gonna
So,
look
11.
back to you and something or someone moved this here. I suspect how it's structured and there's something beyond it.
Is there a way inside? Should we go through the captain's quarters or through a portcullis? Or
Let's go above and beyond it and see if there's anything.
I would say also with that investigation check, you do see that there was a section where there was an opening that would have gone below deck that has since been boarded up. Could be a weaker point of access.
So I'm gonna start saying, well, we can try and go up and around and see if there's something, but there's a weak point over there.
Frogman, what are they saying?
Let's go take a look at that, and I'm gonna start trying
Okay.
to lead the chain over that way.
I'll pull Nessa.
He says,
I'll pull
"Let's
you.
go."
Well,
So long as he's not like whispering, you guys are far enough away from each other that in this chain you can still hear each other. I was like 5, 10, 15, 20. You're just within range.
So when we get there, it looks like something that could be potentially busted through.
Yeah, you notice that there are like nails that have been boarded into this space, which
Recent?
Mm,
Or don't?
no, it's had enough wear and tear across it that it's definitely been here for a little while.
I'm gonna break off and put my swim out a bit. I'm gonna put my shield up, and then I'm just gonna full action dash.
Just ran through it.
Yeah.
All right, roll an athletics check.
Great, everyone over here. Out of the way.
Tactical assessment.
Tactical athletics. That is a 10.
A 10. Slamming up against it. Feels a little weird doing this in the water. You're still not. The angles for physics didn't work out as you initially intended.
Frogman, what just happened?
Oh, the professor looked really, really cool.
Uh-huh.
You should probably do a bigger feat of strength to outdo him because he's kind of looking like a badass right now. Do you want to go and there's a board that you can try to smash through?
Yeah, lead me there.
Okay.
I'm gonna swim over and look to Wolfgang and Nesta, and perhaps if
Great.
the three
Sword,
of us are...
axe, everyone. I'll get everyone like lined up, positions.
Yeah, we'll tag team it.
If we can
All of
try
us.
and
You
ram
guys
through.
are able to see down here, for those of you who have dark vision. With your 10 feet, now that you're at the base of it, you at least have something to guide yourself. You can sense that there is ground underneath you.
Okay.
It was in that moment when you were descending and there was just fucking nothing. You were just floating in space essentially. But in this area, if you stay close enough to the ground, you can kind of guide yourself slowly.
Can I give
My goal is, since we have the same swim speed,
Mm-hmm.
that the two of us can try and ram it.
Sure. Does anyone else
Together.
want to help with it?
I'll try to do a telekinetic shove with it at the moment of impact.
Okay.
I'll
Timing it.
Eldritch blast it just before they hit it.
Sure.
We can.
I won't do any of these things, and I'll wait.
Okay.
Because I think I can help with this.
All right. We won't have to roll for anything. I'm just going to let your guys' assistants lower the DC. You can either both roll individually, or one of you can roll with advantage.
I'll take the advantage.
Let's try that again.
15.
Yeah, that's enough. You fire off the Eldritch Blast, weakening the edges. As you push, it kind of cracks right as they ram into the crack, breaking it open, and debris. It was very loud.
All right, I would say we've knocked now.
I will immediately take out the lance and just
Looking ahead up to 60 feet at this point, it essentially becomes like a tunnel into the earth, heading further in. And it turns into darkness beyond your 60-foot view.
Perfect.
I'll
Who
look
wants
to
to
I'll
go
look
into
to
the creepy
I'll look to
boat first?
Kylus and motion
120?
him over.
120, you see it ever so slightly starts to angle off to the right.
Right, guess we're heading into an underwater cave.
Where are we going? In a cave?
Underwater dungeon crawl.
Underwater dungeon crawl.
Okay.
Lovely.
I love not being able to see.
All right, line up.
Actually, it's less scary that way.
Same order.
Yeah.
All right, boom, 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 boom.
Chugga chugga choo choo.
Shield and weapon drawn though.
Oh yeah,
Weapons out.
definitely. Axe out.
Okay. Are we moving quietly? Just moving forward?
Let's try and move quietly.
Stealth.
Stealth. You all have a swim speed, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
think
currently
you're the
do
only one
not.
who doesn't. But you're catching a ride. I will say that imposes a disadvantage on whoever's riding, or whoever you're riding, which would be you.
I already had it anyways.
Okay. This will be a group check, so we're looking for a group success. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
I'm disadvantaged on that.
You're on disadvantage. You
I
don't have to
will-
roll unless you want to cast something to help.
Well, I was going to Swerf Neblin camouflage. Can I participate in the roll?
Negates my disadvantage.
It doesn't really negate your
Damn it.
disadvantage. No, it's
So instead, here's what I'll do: is as we start to enter, I'm gonna cast Alter Self again on myself.
okay.
Disconnect. Still helping guide the blind man.
Sure.
And now I'll Swerf Neblin.
Yeah, and now I'll say your splint mail doesn't give you disadvantage, right?
I believe it does.
Oh, it does.
So I have it.
It would say next to stealth.
Yeah,
that's a
It's-
disadvantage.
yeah, but I'm just trying to see. No, I don't have the chain. Yeah, it does.
It does.
I
Okay,
have
so
disadvantage.
So if you don't want to do that because he's still at disadvantage, you can save a spell if you wanted to. Unless you're just trying to contribute to the roll to heighten levels of success.
Yeah, because I have advantage.
Okay.
I think I'm the stealthiest boy here, actually,
Stealthiest boy.
without Renguin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did Renguin come down with us or
No,
she?
she's staying on the boats to make sure it doesn't float away.
That's nice.
All right.
12.
12,
15.
15, 9,
11.
11,
15?
15. Okay.
Fucking Jesus.
Not great.
That was not good.
That was pretty bad. Possibly the worst group stealth check we've ever done.
I think so. All right. You're all moving
like we're gonna pay
forward,
for that.
trying to move as slowly and quietly as possible, connecting this chain, but dragging yourself along whatever wall is there to minimize excessive movements.
This tunnel we're in, how radially big is it?
It's probably diameters from one end to the other,
Yes.
right? It's probably about 18 feet from one side to the other. It's pretty wide. It's pretty spacious.
So
you
at
could be
least
side by side if you wanted to.
I probably have some sense of where I'm
10
at.
foot blind
because of
sight,
the
yeah.
blind sight.
Oh yeah, you can feel the ground underneath you.
And I'm going to stay attached to you, even though I'm not roped to you. I'm still going to be with you at all moments, unless I specifically say I'm breaking away.
Blind sight works radially as well, I imagine. So it's 10 feet radius.
That's how I'm.
So then, if I'm in the middle of the tunnel,
You would
I
see
can
the
then
whole tunnel.
I can see I can feel the whole thing.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's more the thing in front of you and behind you that's like, I hope I don't bump into anything yet.
I'll have 10 feet of
Clearance.
clearance. Yeah.
All right. Pushing forward, starts to weave and turn, moving from side to side, heading a little further downward, and then kind of up before it splits. There's a right and a left.
No, bother.
All right, let's flip a coin.
Want me
Underwater?
to stealth down one of the
I
areas
literally
for a
don't have
little
any
bit?
coins, so can someone flip one?
Underwater.
Yeah.
I think it may be better if we just
Get it
take a
rotating.
gamble and choose one side.
I kind of think you're right.
Okay.
Dividing ourselves up at this point is a very bad call.
Given
All
the
right.
circumstances.
How many people are right-handed? All right, let's go right.
Right, it is.
Right.
All right.
I
All
like
right,
that.
all right, all right.
Was not my goal.
Sure.
Yeah, it was not my goal. Moving off to the right-hand side, it curves, it moves up, then down. This extends for quite some time before eventually you notice first.
Don't say you and then pause.
A hazy murkiness begins to appear in front of you. It's not
Is
darkness.
it like the ooze?
Kind of. It looks very similar.
Murk isn't murky. Murky water.
I'll
Look at me like that.
What? Like what? Just connecting the puzzle.
He notices
Yeah.
first, or he's the only one that notices?
He notices it first. Unless he wants to do anything, you guys will keep moving forward.
Wait, slow down. We're coming up on something. I think it might be that same stuff that was all over the eyeball.
Gross.
That's gross.
I think we're gonna have to pass through it. I don't really see a way around it.
I'll quick cast detect magic using my class feature.
Detect magic goes off. It extends 30 feet ahead of you. You would have to get a little bit closer.
I will.
Okay. Swimming a little bit closer, detaching from Wolfgang.
He's been detached. Is he all to
Mhm.
himself?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, ever since I spelled
As I'm at the front as well, I'm going to stick my lance out and extend it and just
Into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The main reason he saw it is because of the 120 feet.
No, I
As
know,
you
yeah.
close the distance, it's like a discoloration, or like when you're walking across cobblestone or pavement and that kind of like fuzz from heat starts to appear. It's kind of like that, but underwater.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm sticking my lance to see if anything like sticks to it or something.
Yeah, as you place it in,
Underwater
you
mirage.
see a bit of a displacement that does happen, and as you pull the lance back, it kind of moves with it, but it doesn't like go after it or anything. It doesn't seem to be moving on its own, but responding to your presence.
Can I send an Eldritch Blast through it? Win.
I just had a
It creates
really horrible thought.
and slowly begins to fill the space. You're noticing it's slow to move. Could be something there with a level displacement.
So if we can clear it, might be able to make it through.
Maybe. As you cast, you do notice vroom, it immediately rings as a very familiar illusion.
Okay, so this is illusory as well. I could try to dispel, but I think I might want to save my anti-magic for.
And it seems
Definitely
it's so
save that.
big,
Yeah.
you may only dispel just a small portion.
Yeah.
Can I look around at like the walls?
Sure.
See if there's anything. I'm looking to see if there's anything different or weird about the walls. If anything's moving.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Was there space on the other side of that Eldritch
It
Blast?
seemed like it. Yeah, your Eldritch Blast went past your 120.
Okay. Like, was there like a point where it passes through the murkiness and that murkiness ends and it just goes underwater?
No, it did seem like it continued through into murkiness.
Okay.
And you notice your Eldritch Blast didn't hit anything
Okay.
either.
16.
16. Examining the walls, it's an interesting formation. These were carved. This wasn't like a lava tunnel or anything like that. This wasn't naturally occurring. You can see the scratch marks on the edges,
Oh, that's
essentially denoting work has been put into this space.
But it's not like smooth.
It's not smooth, no.
It's worked.
it could be that it's used to be very smooth and over time has since debilitated over the course of water wear and whatnot. And just passage. You don't know how many things come through this space.
Something made this corridor. It's worked stone. I don't know how old it is, but
Well, if we're not going to use the magic to move it, we have to pass through it, or we have to turn around.
I don't really get what the big deal is with this stuff.
well, we're not sure what it does, and
It's the unknown.
yes, here.
Perhaps we tie the rope to you again? I mean, you can...
I'll move through it first. and
But he has
see
the
what
blind
happens.
sight. Perhaps that can bypass some illusion.
Well, I
You can't
have
see anything anyways.
I have a bit of sight as well.
I literally cannot tell who's talking when. So
I'm the high-pitched one.
no, I get that. Thank
Let
you.
me move forward a bit and see if anything happens.
I think we should at least tie something to you then, in case you have a reaction. We can pull you
What if
out.
they went together? We could gather the most information that way.
Okay.
Because if he's immune to it and he's not, well, then we understand that.
That his blind sight
Sight-based.
bypassed the illusion.
Seems sound enough.
Makes sense to me.
Okay.
I'll take some rope and tie us off, and
And
then
retie whatever was around me before and hand the
Right,
rest to
you're strong, right?
Yeah, it's Nesta probably.
hand
Yeah.
them both to Nesta. I mean, we're basically half weight underwater anyways.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think the strength is you two and then you, right?
I think her and I are
You're tied?
the strong.
Okay.
Well, I'm the strongest.
Me,
just so we're clear.
me and her are tied.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm strong.
All right. Who's entering?
Me.
Me.
You two?
Two men enter.
All right.
Both men leave.
I'll grab onto the rope.
Start to swim into the space.
And I have my lance out forward.
Yeah, I have my axe. I'm just kind of like doing this move
Yeah,
with it.
you create like a bit of displacement as you're moving through it, but it is quickly kind of filling back in. As your bodies enter that space, you feel this like oiliness start to coat your skin, and it immediately starts to coat the eyes, especially, and you immediately go blind.
I have had my eyes closed this whole
You
time.
have.
I'm going to immediately grab the rope and pull.
Okay.
I'll pull them
And
back.
you feel it.
As you pull back, it takes a moment, but it does start to recede. Maybe 13 seconds or so, and then your vision starts to come back just as normal as it used to be.
Did she pull me in as well?
We're
Yeah,
connected
people,
together.
yeah.
We all were connected
Yeah.
together.
And you felt the oiliness climb towards your eyes, but you have a blind sight.
So when we get back, I'll
That was gross.
open my eyes. I immediately went blind when I felt it going over my eyes. I couldn't see a thing.
Alright, well, I'll be useless down here then.
Well, I was doing okay. You want me to try again?
It's your senses.
They are pretty honed.
Who says that?
Wolfgang.
Wolfgang does.
Have we met? How many feet of rope do we have in total?
Well,
Who all has rope on them?
I don't.
That's a good question. Do I?
Just what we brought down from.
I do not. Yes, I do. I have 50 feet of rope.
I also have 50 feet of rope.
Most starter packs.
Well, perhaps if we tie that, give you 100 feet of bandwidth, you can see if you can make it through.
Let's give it a shot. I'm down.
And then, again, give us a tug. Any kind of erratic tugging, we'll know to pull.
I'll still go with you. I'll keep my eyes closed, but
I'll cast guidance.
I don't know what that does.
Just in case of an ability
D4.
check.
Gives you a
Add
D4
to
for an
ability.
ability check.
Okay.
I'm still going to go in with Wolfgang, but I'm going to close my eyes.
Okay.
You ready?
Let's do this.
You guys are going in tandem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is gross.
Do you want to be side by side, one from the
Side by
other?
side.
Any
Side by side.
preference? Okay.
Also, does anybody have a... Actually, I'm going to take out an ink bottle,
Okay.
let it flow out, and then as we're swimming through this goop, I'm just going to...
Sure.
Very basic.
With your level of intelligence, you know to tighten that neck, essentially, because otherwise you're gonna. Ink bottles don't hold a ton of ink.
Yeah.
So tightening, it's gonna make a much more concentrated line. It'll be easier to miss, but it'll last longer if you're going to further distance.
I get 1 ounce.
Okay. That house is gonna carry you, man. All right. You two move in. You close your eyes, and as you enter, you feel that same oiliness start to coat you. And even with your eyes closed, you feel it seep through your closed lids and start to coat your eyes.
I'll alert Wolfgang. We'll keep going, but even with my eyes closed, I can feel it affecting me.
You're feeling this
if
as
it makes
well.
you feel any better, I can feel it as well.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. But let's keep going.
It's like trying to look through olive oil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Done that a few times.
What?
We've all been there, right?
But that's the weird thing, right? I said it and you were kind of like, ooh, I can kind of imagine. Yeah. You start to continue moving forward, and probably about 60 to 70 feet in. Wolfgang, what is your AC?
17.
Which I perfectly meet with a 17, 12 plus 5. You feel as this tendril wraps around your body.
Shield.
And you... Do you have to be able to see the attack for shield?
I don't know, because I don't know how it works at all.
Technically, his blind sense would kick in once it's within 5 or 10 feet of him.
Yeah, it's true.
This is
but
one reaction.
but this
which
is
you
a
take
surprise
when you
round,
are
which you
hit
don't
by
have a
an
reaction on.
When you're hit by an attack or targeted by a spell.
But would it,
In a surprise round, do you have a reaction, though?
if you have the surprise condition, you do not get a
You
reaction?
don't get a reaction.
But
And I had a
what-
21 on my stealth.
Yeah.
So-
Even with my blind sight, though, it's going to break through that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a surprise round.
Yeah. And it has reach. As this massive tentacle wraps around you, kind of locking you into place, pulling you towards the right-hand side and upwards a bit. You start to feel yourself get tugged as well.
I'm gonna
As,
immediately pull the rope.
as you get close with this very large octopus, essentially, pulling you close to you. And it, as the tendril begins to come down, that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Because I don't think we'll have enough time for a full fight.
No.
Yeah.
Son bitch.
Yeah.
I can't wait to eat this octopus.
A giant octopus fight.
It's exciting.
Mhm.
It's live
And we're
octopus fight.
blind.
Yeah, Wolfgang's the
Yes,
only
you
one
do.
that can attack.
That rope, though, is very well played. Yeah. All right.
It's all to you, Wolfgang.
Good job, guys. You're on your first kind of little side quest mission thing.
We're like 60 feet in, so you guys at range will be able to.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was just hiding in something.
Awesome.
That's the fun thing. Underwater camouflage. I have advantage on stealth checks. I rolled a nat 1 and then a 16.
Oh, that's a fucking octopus. Those are very good at stealth.
Yeah, well, yeah, underwater camouflage. They blended into the wall. So,
That's literally what it's called.
Mhm.
Really?
all right. Well, thank you guys so much for
Alright, I
joining
forgot
us.
about that.
I'm glad I wrapped you into
Yeah.
the story. Be sure to check us out on all of our socials. 20 Chronicles on all platforms. Twitter, we don't really use it. Facebook, we kind of sometimes. Instagram's big. TikTok's huge. We're having all sorts of fun. Come and join us. We're crazy, weird idiots.
Like
so.
our videos, share our videos.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
We will see you guys.
that like and
Oh my God.
subscribe button.
Oh man, we will see you guys here again, same time, same place.
Crit
Thank you very much.
Thank
Credit.
you.
Have a good night.
Roll credits.
Cut its head off.